On the
Oh, no,
data bank,
it's
it says okay. So how about you click on the map? If you click on map, it shows you 240 over 240.
Yeah, that's not what it's increasing. It's increasing your running stamina.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
He fixes these guys. It's crazy.
That's a safe thing to level before first 5-star. Commando of Conviction is very good.
Yeah, I mean, especially since now you can't share weapons, right? You probably do need a couple swords.
Yeah, that's the question right now. The first 5-star weapon or the first 5-star unit?
I would say unit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Wait, but
Both.
by the way, how do you
Yeah.
guys know that you can't share the weapons? Is it like dreams or something?
Yeah, dreams.
I see.
No, I had really bad dreams yesterday, and then
Yeah, that's a really shitty dream.
yeah, it was really bad. That's why I woke up early today.
So each team has to have a weapon, or
Yeah, basically.
Like that means if you have like dancing and you have rover, you on different teams you can't share the 5-star weapon across. Like you can't unequip it.
That's kind of cringe. That means you need 9 weapons.
Yeah. I mean that gives a bit more point to upgrade the weapons if they were to I mean if they were to give more like EXP, maybe it's fine. I mean of course you still have to pull for it, but 4-star weapons are not unusable by any means.
So naturalized this answer shortly your question. Basically Commando of Conviction is probably the safest. The 4-star weapon to invest in, aside from Augment if you do get the Battle Pass. 4 units, Rover, Yang, Sanghua are also very good. And as you may notice, they are all sword users. Just on top of my head. Aiji is probably good as well, but... Wait, did they change the eye color? From Scar? Hey, Naturalize, thank you for your sub. Welcome. Wait, Scar's eye was not red and black before, right? It was red.
I do not remember.
I do not.
Colorblind, I didn't notice the difference.
Same.
What did I watch? Can't remember.
I'm actually colorblind as well.
Damn, I'm not alone for once.
I'm also I'm not. I just wanted to be included.
When do we unlock Scar as World Boss? Well, after the Scar battle. Which
Colorblind is not
right
exactly
now.
like the colorblind, right? There's a spectrum, so it's just can't differentiate colors.
No, it's either
I'm the
full
cool
colors or
kind
no
of
colors,
colorblind.
nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see color.
Black and white for right now.
the
Alright, I have no idea what these.
Okay.
Alright, how the hell am I gonna get to level 14 quickly?
What is level 14?
To get.
Finally,
You need to unlock the next story, like you need level 14 to unlock it.
The end of Act 3 or 4 we unlock Scar, right? I don't really wanna spoil the story.
And I need a place to like spend the freaking stamina, yo. It says unlock the boss battles. I don't know where the fuck is it.
Should be directly after the Scar battle, to be honest, but I'm not sure which Scar battle. No, it should be this one, honestly.
Chishias are amber for
And
puzzles.
unless you are going through this parkour, holy crap.
Yeah, dude, I've been
Yo,
through
everyone
parkour
is
for, like,
doing
the past
parkour.
hour.
Shit. I really want to do the parkour.
No, don't want to.
I don't know where the hell it is.
Are these just.
I'm just doing.
Like, bombs?
I'm just doing the Ling Yang quest.
It's like, of course I want.
I haven't
I
even
just want
seen
to be able to
the Leon
dunk on
quest
you.
yet.
Yo, Ling Yang quest is like taking all my time.
Dude, the parkour is. I've been in parkour for like the past hour now. I don't know what I've been doing.
Are you guys fucking
What,
serious?
is this the event parkour or just
Wait,
world
do
quest?
you
Just-
actually get a lot of like union levels from doing parkour?
I don't know. I'm getting level 5
no,
right
not
now.
really.
Yeah, on
You
what?
get 3 chests. 3 chests is all you get.
Oh, I can do another pull.
Okay.
Hey, yo, hold
Okay,
up.
Ling
Okay,
Yang was so
I will be
I
AFK for
told you,
about
right? I told you.
3 minutes or 5 minutes
You're
while
right.
the story is playing.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yo,
pull.
do you want Ling Yang now?
I'm pulling. I ain't got shit. Okay. How much more do I need? 6 more.
Ling Yang actually so good.
I got a temple.
The only problem is that yeah, I'm a damage simp, okay?
Rough. Alright,
Wait,
first
by the way, when you
40.
guys say the like parkour challenge, right? It's not the random ones you find in the WoW, right? Like the echo challenge, like those are not the ones,
Not
right?
like this circle gate thing right here, right now. This was the parkour for the secret old man.
Yeah,
But-
it's just you're just talking about puzzles in the overworld, basically.
Yeah, like
Yeah, so-
not these ones. I'm talking about the side mission one that you find right around here, I think.
Okay, okay.
It's a mission itself.
I'll have to do it
No, it's
after I
it's right
finish the
around
Ling
here.
Yang quest.
Right around here.
Okay, so I need a short coffee break. That also means you guys have to entertain chat. Are you ready to do that? Thank you.
Sure.
Oh,
on the
no.
stream for real.
Well- See you in 5 minutes.
Alright, see you in a minute.
Do I take my shirt off, or what's Twitch's policy these days?
Oh god, I just.
How do we entertain?
I mean, I'm not hearing a no.
I mean, yeah, no one said no. I don't got much going on, but I'm tall. I got one thing. It's sort of a personality point at this point. My first 40, all I got was a Baiji, a Donjin. If you, the landscape of online dating, no, you need to be perfect.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
No, it's not enough. You need to be tall and rich and attractive.
I see that.
Whatever you want. At that point, the world just hands you free shit. It'll show up in your doorstep and say, "Here's Jian and Yinlin day one."
How do you get Yulin day one?
If you're hot enough, it just works. I don't know how to describe it. Reality bends around you. Yeah. Gauchi and Donjin and a Baiji copy for my first 40. That's okay. But let's go start another account. Let's go set up another one.
I have no idea what I'm going to do to get to level 14 quickly. I'm at level 10 right now.
Although
Yeah, I want to get
I've
22
been skipping
really
like
quickly.
every chest and like every like cube thingy just because like I'm waiting for the interactive map so I can just mark them down. I am not going through that
Fair
game shit
enough.
again. Oh fuck, that's one right there.
I'm picking things up as I go along, I don't really mind.
I just
I
don't
only
want to
have-
look for that one missing thing that I didn't mark on my map.
No, God.
Actually,
Let's
I need
see.
it. Is the interactive map actually working now? Or is it not?
Interactive map already? God damn.
Yeah, there's
There
been
was
an
one
interactive
link from
map.
Prideland, but I don't know if it's...
I'm gonna feel like a noob now.
Yeah, exploration,
known.
Sonen's casket, supply chest, 737.
So I think that the most efficient reroll is going to be trying to hit level 5 as opposed to hitting level 4 and doing the 20 pull. I don't know what the best way to do it is, but it feels better. But we're gonna find out. I'm gonna try and sweaty speedrun this and see what happens.
RLB monster.
Yeah, I think there's probably gonna be 2 routes. One for the guaranteed if you want to go for a big reroll, or like level 5. That's what I was really thinking around.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be worth going past Union 5 though. I think the play will probably be like hit Union 5 on as many as you can, get the 10 pull from tomorrow, and then use Asterite to get the last 50. And that gets you to your 50.
Yeah.
Where am I on the map?
Skip. What button skips?
What's wrong?
Where the hell are we meant to go?
I am in the central
Sometimes
place.
I feel confused.
Getting groped while I'm unconscious. Let me go.
Hey
I'm
yo.
around here. God,
Taken.
this is awful.
I don't consent.
This
Yeah,
hallway.
can people hear me? Or...
There you go. Alright, we are marking these down now,
Maybe that's back.
one at a time.
Oh my god, you
Alright.
beat the cat from yesterday.
Oh, fuck, man, my neck
God,
is hurting
I
so
can't
much.
get better than every game. Best game. Feed the animals. It's okay, I'll kill them later. Remember, you need to fatten them up.
Yeah. Yeah, true, that was this part. I remember. Wait. Interesting. So I can't walk through it, but it can walk through me. Oh,
Letting things walk through you. It's kind of kinky.
interesting.
Come on, wait, what? I'm stuck. Help.
There you go.
Okay.
I think I can
There's a
right now.
whole cat on the roof. What are you doing?
Head is so bright, oh my god.
It's a cat.
Levitate.
Cats
huh?
like roofs.
Oh my god. I have to levitate this brick.
Levitate the brick.
Oh my god.
And then
Oh,
put it
brick your
down.
account.
I just get.
Is the Infernal Rider the weakest boss? I can't tell their levels, man.
Do they even
Seems like
show
this-
bosses on the map? I can't see it.
They do, actually.
Oh, I'm just blind, I guess.
I think
You
you
need
need
to
to
have
be
them unlocked.
level 10.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that would
Yeah.
make sense because then you can ascend your characters to like 30 or something.
Correct. Because the second guidebook also requires to acquire level 30 characters, so you definitely have to ascend.
Yeah.
3 minute and 10-second unskippable cutscene.
Okay.
God, it was
that
this
makes
thing.
sense.
Chat, how are you doing? Anybody here?
No.
I saw that sunless.
No one does.
I don't want to talk about it.
I saw that.
It's not my
That's
fault.
really bad luck for you. I have not been watching, but I saw that.
It's just not
What?
fair.
What happened?
It's not this. We're like skillless.
Where can I get 8 more?
Oh no, I forgot there was stamina when swimming.
You know I got this battle pass. Level 7.
I got it after Act 3, which I got to about level 8, level 9 for.
Does anyone know
Did
what
a lot of you I
you
reward though.
you need for
Beatscar
battle
grabbed a
pass?
couple of chests, and that was enough to get me to 40. Yeah, 40 pulls. I think it was 960 Astrate, plus the 2. Technically, Astrate Unlimited Banners is better, but just to hit the reroll, you know, it's fine.
Yeah, you could save Astrite, but why would you? 'Cause
It's
it makes
8 rolls. I'll go back to saving. I'm not even going to roll on the Gion banner. I'm not even sure I'm going to roll on Yinlin.
What? Why would you skip Yunlun?
Her 4-stars suck, and I don't simp as hard for her as everyone else. I'm probably not, but like...
But everyone
Have you-
was like saving
have
for
you-
like what?
have you looked at
Tangli, Tingsi, all this nonsense, right?
No, I like her. She's definitely one of the better ones, but she's not my favorite.
You just haven't looked at the right websites.
You've not looked at the right art, and you've not looked at the right website.
Yeah.
Oh
to do is
no,
just
I like
R34
Tao Chi and I like Sanhua.
I mean,
Or the-
fair, but neither of those are Yinlin.
Neither of those are Yinlin. That's true.
So, your take is objectively wrong.
That's fair.
Exactly.
I have poor tasting,
If
as it's
I
fine.
speak, I will be in big trouble.
Listen,
Oh
I
yeah,
could
let's go
win to
speak.
lose.
Go out your soul.
I think Yinlin has cool gameplay. I don't really like the design.
Okay.
What?
Lose is
Like
alive.
that
Oh,
I think she's
what
good.
is here?
Just not like great.
Who else
you know?
beside Jan should have Encore natürlich? The fuck?
Here, I mean, I can start a
Encore.
fight. I wasn't that interested in Kafka either. It's like, yeah, it's good. I get it. It's just not for me.
Fair.
It's E for everyone, okay? It's E for everyone.
So I'm back from recording.
Come back.
Yeah, I'm just convinced you've not looked hard enough. Think
Uh,
about it a bit more.
What was it last night? Where it's like, you just need to go on the right websites, and I posted an image. It's just like, 49 images. I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. There's a very limited supply of what you're implying.
Well,
Wait, so for those of
That's
you
all the
guys that
options.
finished the story, are you guys just doing the side quest now?
Yeah,
I'm on
I was
account
about to
number
start
2.
off.
I still have a lot of main story in front of me, so
I hope the side quests
still
show
like-
up on your map because I don't want to find them all.
There is one that showed up on my map randomly. Which I'm
The
going to...
Chinese, they show up if you get near them.
That really sucks because like I'm trying to finish all of them. Like just make it like a HSR, like.
I don't necessarily know how close it is. Like, I don't think you have to be right up next to them, but I think you get in their general area, and they kind of...
Yeah,
You
that was a
know.
good- that was a
you
good
just
can
mark them on the map.
use my mega sheet to track. if you Want to? I think
Oh.
I probably have every single quest in there, except if I dreamt. Like, if my dreams have been wrong, then I might have missed one.
Been wrong.
Yeah, maybe my dreams are wrong. Who knows?
Does anyone have an image of what shiny
Dreams are
looks like?
fraud.
Yeah, if that is the case, I might have missed one or two quests. Oh yeah, actually, there's a main quest missing, but there was no way for me knowing of that, because again, that was not present in the CBT2, and obviously I tracked every single quest in the entire game. The CBT2.
Yes. You are the term of
That-
knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. So I kinda have to kill Scar.
There are so many unskippable cutscenes. Oh my god.
If you're streaming, you should play the game really slowly so you can extract more content.
Wow.
That's honestly the worst thing about it though, is because if you're a YouTuber, I don't know how you're supposed to, like, if you're a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer, I don't even, like, what are you supposed to do? Because you want to obviously like
You have a whale account, you have a free-to-play account.
Share a
Shiro, hello. Welcome, Shiro.
So
yes,
what
I
most
have
people
mine.
do, what most people do is just let the voice acting play out and then just play at their own pace, or not as rushing.
I will not be reading the side quests. Oh, I found
Yeah,
the
if you
parkour.
both. Unless you get like multiple accounts or like account share, so you can have content for like free to play stuff, but also whale stuff and like mid-level stuff, And then you can have accounts to like your account, which you can take slow on stream, and then you can just have accounts that have already done all that stuff. So you can just go straight into recommendations and damage testing and all that, right?
Can we just stop talking about whatever we are talking about and just talk about this girl next to Scar? When will she be playable? I need her. Mysterious woman in red. At least finally a character with a name I can remember.
Betraying Yinlin immediately.
And if you look at her, Yinlin is not hot anymore. Because Yinlin is not cute.
Your king.
Man, her design is so good though.
Yeah, I do agree. Second place. Second place. Actually, I changed my mind. Patch back.
Realistic year first 5-star free play first day. It's possible if the reset's early for you,
Yeah.
but you'd have to play a lot. Because you essentially need to hit Union level 15, right? That's probably what the breakpoint's going to be, and get a lot of the chests.
At least for EU it was not possible, simply because we only had 1.5 hours of the first day.
Yeah. So if you have 30 minutes until reset, you're screwed.
Yeah. Hey, Van Brungarden, thank you very much for the gift sub. Much appreciated. Why did I name this little guy?
So good animation. Imagine. Good guy.
And I think it's interesting that they made an permanent Taron Death incarnate just to literally never use him again in the entire game. Like, this thing only exists there. So interesting.
I just walked over it. Nice.
You know what I think is funny? The pre-release discussion stream we had with Ivan Toulouse had more viewers than he has right now on release.
Everyone was jonesing for content. Why would you watch when you can play?
That's true.
I mean, that's fair. Hey, Van Burngarden, thank you for the second sub. Much
I
appreciated.
think you need some time, like, for everyone to like get done with their first day, and then
Yeah.
otherwise
Probably like while they're at work.
they've been
Nice, yeah.
waiting for so long, right? Like, why would people not just play the game right now? It doesn't make sense.
視界が残像のものになって北楽の原で起きていることが見えた。
Real
Yeah.
question beyond all this is when do you post a YouTube video? That's what you should be worried about.
Which YouTube video?
Like the post-release day one YouTube video.
I mean, just
Won't
post
be
it
a-
anytime, right?
Won't be anyone?
When the algo catches you, it'll catch you. Like when people search for it.
Like, I won't do such a video, so.
You're not gonna do like a
But yeah, if you make a
like
video
something
on
related
stream,
to do.
can't you just hit 2 birds with 1 stone?
Probably, I don't know how to do that though.
Yeah,
Like, I'm so bad at talking freely. I tried to make like a tier list video. I even wrote half a script for it and tried to impro the rest, and holy fuck, that was so bad.
I'm
I'm just
sure
really
you can
bad
check
at
Mr. Poki's channel. He probably already have like 1 video of them doing something out already.
Not wrong.
Maybe 2.
Oh, I found the Lin Yang quest that you were talking about.
Yeah, guys. Are you guys on the Ling Yang train or not?
I don't know what
Hey, the animations are insane, yo. The animations are insane.
Animations are good. The only problem is it's linear.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys need to
Yes.
stop that shit.
Which
Probably
one?
something got buffed. Like you guys don't know that, right? We need to test the frames and then stuff. But at least we know the animations are good.
I'm sure I already have the frames for Ling Yang.
Yeah.
Wasn't his big issue just he couldn't hit anybody? Like, his DPS was irrelevant because he'd whiff?
You mean the end?
Yeah,
the
basically.
ultimate shit?
Can't
Did they
you
change the
He
hitbox?
also whiffs constantly.
They might have changed the hitbox here. This was something that was highlighted quite like.
But even
early on.
then, like, the problem is he still doesn't deal damage.
I mean, this
Like, if
more
you
than
compare-
Dodge-in.
I don't know.
Yeah,
just-
I've looked at your numbers, that he does slightly more than an S2 dungeon.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, maybe supports change that, but neither of them necessarily have
The
awesome.
problem is also dungeon is easier to play. So that comes on top.
Punch this. That's not a good thing
Should
here.
make the tutorial.
I unlock dailies, imagine.
What
bit
essential
late.
cost does Yang Yang need?
Actually, he does have a better support in Sonhua than Dungeon
I guess
really
I-
has.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, you're right.
It's kind of cope, but it's not complete cope.
Yo, Sanhua is so good, yo.
Okay, do I have literally
It's
any
only
echo
Tauzi-
which is useful
Tauzi
here?
is just as good.
HP, attack, spectral.
Oh, I need to go so far for Yang Yang's boss. Oh my god.
Yeah. This quest is super long. Like,
We're
after
going-
you escape the cave, there's more.
I'm gonna stroll halfway across the map, I guess.
I only have shit, holy crap.
Okay, I can finally skip one of the cutscenes after you suck up the first echo. It's back to unskippable.
Does the Kaching cannon still exist?
What are?
The Kaching cannon where you can just fly across the map casually?
I do not.
Using,
No idea.
remember people found it on release and then you just use that to optimize routes for re-rolling if they got a Kaching cannon.
I'm
If you
pretty
use
sure.
like the longer to get the re-roll.
Shido, the best thing to use your weapons on early are probably bosses, at least in my opinion. However, you do need level 10 for that.
Do you guys notice any changes in the story? If not, I'm just gonna watch
Yes,
the stop.
they did. They did add the interlude. So basically, before you get your pulls, like in the CBT2, you had to play like a little shitty mini game there, and now you actually have like this interlude thing
Okay.
where you get to meet the Dreamless. So there's that. So going to Union level 10, then burning my wave plates would be ideally what I want to complete on the first day. That is, in my opinion, the correct approach. However, there are other ones who disagree with me, so I'm not the sole. Oh no, it's the Ling Yang quest. Can I skip
I'm
this?
on my way to get Yang Yang boss right now. It's just the other side of the map. So.
Yeah, in my opinion, Shido, that's the correct way to go. But,
No, you definitely want to clear the bosses, right? Because there's a first clear rewards anyway. You need the
Oh
union
yeah, that
level.
anyway. Cool.
Yeah, you. There's no way it's not the best thing to do.
The first clear rewards will not go away, you know? It's not like the first clear per day.
Yeah, but you do need the union level. That's the thing.
Like, and it's hard. It's relatively easy to get them.
Yeah, it's
The
it's
first
relatively
18
easy.
minutes of a reroll is unskippable cutscenes.
Don't reach out your hand. Ah, ha! Declined! Friend zoned. Motherfucker.
Wait, what time is it for you guys now, by the way?
6
5
a.m.
9.
5.
9 PM.
Wait, you guys are insane. I
You
just
just
took
have to-
leave today to play this game, yo.
Yeah, you just have to adjust your sleep schedule. Very easy.
Yeah.
Take off work for 2 weeks, adjust your sleep schedule, fuck everything else, send your wife away for 2 weeks. Easy.
Send your wife away for 2 weeks.
Yeah, why do you think I'm sitting here right now? I told my wife, okay, I need these 2 weeks, please
no.
look for literally any other place, I don't care. Visit a friend, let's go.
Just get a new husband.
I did
Yeah,
something
man.
like that once. She didn't believe that I meant it, and then I was like, "No, actually, don't call me for the weekend."
Yeah, my wife has a good understanding for that, fortunately.
Oh my god, my 5-star.
Oh,
She got mad the one time, and then it was like, "Oh, okay."
stream it. Can I stream it?
Wait, you guys got 5 stars already?
Wait.
Yeah.
There.
Alright.
Let's go. Voyager, congratulations, let's go.
Yo, what the fuck?
More than PG, that's the 5-star.
I hope you get Ling Yang. Get the lion boy.
Get Ling Yang. I'm a supporter of Ling Yang. Watch.
Verena, what? Yo! What is
Lucky
that?
day, lucky day. Woo. Okay.
You
Nice.
That's great.
gave you the lock.
I am free to play.
You are free to play right now.
Someone donated me the battle pass. You know what I mean? But I'm free to play.
Oh yeah, yeah.
By the way, regarding donating the battle pass, we still have to get we have to re-roll one new winner because the other person left the server. How the fuck can we roll a single person? Unknown user doesn't exist. We need one more person to roll.
Go to the number of people online right now. Just roll a number on a random number generator and pick that person.
Rolls a new winner for an ended giveaway, but I don't want... Okay, so I will make one roll on this giveaway reroll. I'm not sure if it will roll just one person or if it will roll 3 persons. However, the first person on the very left...
Well, you
so
can
first
reroll the
tick-
giveaway.
yeah.
You can reroll the giveaway.
Wait, you guys said I can leave arena at literally 0, right?
First
the weapon.
person
Back
to
to
be
the way.
Pretty much, yeah.
on the
You can.
very left.
Once Verena has the ER weapon, that's all that matters.
Do you
Is it
remember
the
what the
boss
name of
one?
the hero weapon is?
Person.
I do not, sorry.
ID link.
Yeah, you just.
Fuck, do I have to enter here?
It's this one.
Do I have to enter the ID for this one or?
Copy the message link. It's just the message link, I think. You just right click it.
Oh,
And then,
copy message link. Okay. Wasn't able to find the giveaway. Oh, I have to take the giveaway directly.
俺が引き継ぐ
Flash giveaway reroll. Nope, he doesn't find that. The fuck?
maybe this is the actual ID then of the. Might be this one right here.
Yeah, the giveaway is over. Naturalize.
Yes.
We take up his mesh.
My friend just got
ID.
2 Verenas in 1 10 pool. What the fuck?
The fuck? You tell him. Able to
Tell
find
him
the
I hope he
giveaway.
has a very nice day.
What the fuck is this? Verena dancing. Yo, what
Someone
the
need to
fuck?
check him PC.
That's the
That-
giveaway reroll.
It's nonsense, yo. What the fuck?
Let's quickly check this.
Wait, Kana, did you actually spend the asteroids for the
No, I didn't use any asteroids.
Wait, so you didn't hit PT, right?
No, I did hit pity.
Yo, that's wow.
Um,
Where were you getting them?
the battle
wait.
pass gives you 7.
Yep.
And then I got like from doing random.
The battle pass gives you 7. I mean,
if you
not
get
at
to
level
20.
1, right?
No, not at
Oh,
level. No, at level 1. If you buy out the, so I bought. I mean, I was donated the $20 battle pass, and
I see.
like Crow sponsored me. You know what I mean? So it's like technically
yeah.
free. But yeah, you get one from you get a little from that.
That's not fair. How can you be sponsored?
Yeah, I want to be sponsored. I don't want to put in any of the work as a content creator, but I want the stuff. Like, that's not fair.
Agreed. Agreed.
The fuck? What do I enter
Is
here?
that
Also
basically
running
being a
guns.
Twitch streamer?
That's also too much effort.
Being a Twitch streamer, too much effort.
Yeah.
Wait, did we ever fix the
unfortunately.
codes, by the way?
I don't know. I don't even know if half of them are real. Yeah.
改めて自己紹介しよ
All
う
lies.
そうだ俺がスカーだその
let's get my
3人で
data
広
back up.
な狂人
What
さ
cool did you
Is there
see?
any way to select a random user from the Discord?
Tell
Not
you,
without
just
the-
random number generator.
Could do
Yeah,
that.
basically. Actually, yeah, let's do that. So I will go for roll D100 and no, yeah, D100. No,
It has to be a D, however many people. You just have to add everyone who's an OG panda is now an option. It's brute
Yeah,
force, but
the codes
technically
still
it works.
don't work, whether they're real or
okay.
not.
So how many do we have? We
Should say the top
have
right.
854.
And then you get to count.
D854, does that exist? A valid choice.
Yeah, you can make
I
that.
think you just do D1000, no?
Ah,
1000 doesn't work.
coward.
Select random number between. Not Python, online.
One of us hits. This is gonna be so funny.
Literally, I think you could just say roll a D.
So
for
the upper
834.
limit is 854, and no wait, the problem is I need to get only those who participated 179.
Oh yeah, no, I have no idea how you do that.
So
Oh, you just want something I count that list. Oh.
You could always just make a new giveaway.
yeah, whatever. So can I actually look at the participants? Do I have all of them? 79, but I can't see who exactly participated.
How about you just expand the giveaway to literally everyone?
That would be unfair, no?
Oh wait, that's because it's a Me 6
Kinda.
one. Of course there's no giveaway for it.
Yeah.
I would just re-roll it. Just like do a new giveaway.
Oh, I
and
found it,
have
I found it,
people
I
sign
found
up.
it. I found it.
Tsunami, if you have enough time,
I don't
you're
know.
gonna want to
reroll this.
unlock world bosses, and then you want to spend it on the world bosses. Maybe.
What's this?
That's Riven's
I just did it.
suggestion.
I just did it.
You did?
Oh yeah, type.
Oh, there you go. What did you do to do this?
It's just it's last reroll. Because it's Me 6
Oh, wow.
specifically.
Okay, lovely. So, at DY at Wisepre Blue. At DY at Wisepre Blue. And at Barney. Go. I will contact you in the next 36 hours. Congrats. Please DM me your PayPal email.
Wait, is the parkour quest actually this like hero of the leap nonsense?
Pretty sure it is.
Yo, this sucks ass.
Yeah, man. Now you know
What
what we were
the fuck
doing.
is this?
I know it's long and tedious. It's like actually
Oh.
annoying.
What do you mean? The grass
Honestly,
is...
I think the Ling Yang quest is even more annoying.
No, the Lingan quest at least doesn't require you to like restart constantly.
So does Sanwa have kind of like a Sayana Uda situation going on where everything is terrible and unspeakable except for you? That's an easy way to get a waifu. I'm the only thing that's attractive in this world. You have no other choices.
How do I get the crystals on the other side without actually stacking that shit?
You don't have to get them. You don't have to get them.
Oh, you don't have to?
No. Dude, I know so many people are gonna be tweaking, bro, because they were trying to see if that works or not. I'm telling you, I was sitting there, I'm like, dude, you can't seriously like have to get each of these, right? Like that's so unrealistic. But
Oh,
do.
you don't have to.
Alright,
Wait,
sorry,
but do you
yeah,
get
don't
something
have
if you get all of them?
to. Restore your stamina?
Stores your stamina, I think.
I
It's so
see.
deceptive. Like
Because
they
in
should have
the
made an
challenge
announcement
mode, the challenge mode doesn't give you any of those restore stamina things. So.
Okay. So it has nothing to do with the actual challenge.
that- No,
I
it's,
mean, it leads you to
Wait,
where
which
you
one?
go.
actually
puzzle?
technically supposed to help you. It's the parkour. Right?
Yeah, but it's baiting you.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's technically like bad if you think about it. It's
Thing died instantly.
It just leads you to where it is, really. So.
But damn, that was fast. Nice, 2000 Union XP. Pioneer podcast unlocked. There we go. Level 9. Finally, I can cash more.
Yeah, I'm giving up on this parkour shit. I need to go back to doing my Lingyang quest.
There are so many unskippable cutscenes. I actually don't. No, I'm not sure you can do it in under 30 minutes.
Yo.
I'm still going, just to Union 4. I just still have to do the Baiji and Mortefi stuff.
Random echo item.
Are there any ways to cancel animations or anything like that? Or no?
Swapping. Then the animation will play entirely. You can alt cancel quite a lot of stuff as well.
So, for the 20 € version, you get 3 more lustrous tides.
I think that just levels you.
Well
up
as
to
this
10.
thing.
I think it's just because
guess.
it levels you up plus 10 levels. That's why it is.
Yeah, and the 10 levels. Exactly. And 10 levels. So basically, I would not
give you a
argue
lot of
this.
union XP? Like, is it actually really worth it doing?
Does it give you anything exclusive?
Encore. Who the fuck do I put on Selector? Arena. But why do you have 2? Holy crap. Congrats. That's like...
Come on, why can't you give that to us? We will take this
Yeah.
game.
Exactly. Give 2 units to us. No, I would personally recommend to go with Arena.
I would take Ling Yang if it's off PT. I'll be real. The animation really looks pretty sick.
It's certainly a wrong take, but
What the fuck? Bro, have you even done the Ling Yang quest?
no. If you look
You need to do the Ling Yang quest. His animations are really good.
You just deal no damage.
Yeah, but that's a separate point here.
he got Jiangjing and Encore because he lost the 50-50 on Jian.
Yep, fair.
We can be happy because someone else suffered.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm here for it. I get it.
Buff to Jiangjing. There have been some buffs, but I would not say any of those buffs have been worth it. He's a fine unit, but I personally don't rate her.
I think there's a problem with this parkour quest. Like, it doesn't tell you specifically like where you should go. Like,
Just
the
tells
path
you
is-
to go.
Yeah. Like, where the fuck am I supposed to
Go
go?
somewhere, anywhere.
You can use the sensor now. It tells you
Oh, use
the
the sensor.
correct path.
No, but I'm using the grapple, right? So, I mean, I'm using the grapple, so I have to change
Yeah,
to the
I'm
sensor.
pretty sure it lets you do. I'm pretty sure it'll like swap out. Like, yeah, I know it's like you can have, because I had the sensor out and I did the grapple.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the top of the
Raffles have
rooftop.
such a long cooldown.
I'm at the rooftop, but I cannot find like which next grapple spot I need to go. Like, where the hell do I go?
After Encore,
Yo, this is like skill issue.
skill issue if you play.
I really can't find it. This is weird. Go to the
Spend S-Stride on one pull for Encore. One single pull Encore, okay? One single pull Encore. There you go. You didn't see anything? This is Encore. Great, right? Everybody saw that I got Encore. Fucking damn. Why can I not be ever lucky? Okay, I guess.
Wail
I got,
hard
like,
enough, eventually you'll get lucky.
To be fair, I got 3 Arlechinos in a single pull. Okay? In a single 10 pull.
Wait, what?
Have a nice day.
Yo.
So I guess I spent all my luck there. Who could I put as a team having that Jiangxing and Encore? I mean, you can use Jiangxing as a support unit, I guess, for Encore and Southward.
Is there any way to get her to trigger healing?
You can make everyone trigger healing in one way or another. The 3-star, it's the Originate series.
So what do I do now? I guess I continue. Oh wait, there's a red boss. Perfect.
Oh, I know what's the problem. Like, I'm not cracking the
Limited
quest.
time, one pull. What the? Tell your buddy you I will unfriend him.
Okay, let's say you cut off a minute or two, because I wasn't frame perfect. I don't know if you can get a reroll faster than about 32 minutes. Maybe if you're a god gamer, if you are not distracted at all, maybe you can get a little faster, but a sub 30-minute one would be difficult, I would say.
Man, I have skill issues. I shouldn't try this.
It certainly shouldn't take
all
more
my,
than
all my days are
35.
still valid. They will also still be valid for the next weeks.
How easy is the rat to pull off? Is it like very replicatable?
Sorry, what is
Like,
replicatable?
are you doing fancy movement? The reroll route.
Oh God, no! I
Right, yeah.
just sprint in a straight line. There's not a whole lot of fancy movement. Like I looked for it, like shortcuts and stuff. There aren't even that many options. Like I tried to like make a shortcut in the city, but there's water.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good unit.
Literally, it's 90% cutscene.
Yeah, I personally think the start of this game
Oh,
is
okay.
very slow.
It's mostly cutscene or like scripted walking. Like the actual amount of time that you just control the person or run around is pretty small. You spend the first 18.5 minutes going through cutscenes and dialogue. You finally get dropped off at level 1. You run through to that very first echo where you grab. You have to fight the boss real quick. Then you get the one random echo. It's the rock golem. It like quickly makes you go left, right. It's 90% of it. You are scripted, and then you have like a couple of fights outside of that, and then it's just running around in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they don't have enough last. Oh no, what do we do now?
You don't get skippable dialogue until the city either, and it's only like
Is
50-50.
that possible so you can do like multiple at the same time? How easy do you think it's going to be?
You certainly could at least get through the cutscenes. How easily could you multi? Honestly, if they're really brain dead, you probably could just hold, like lock camera and left click.
Maybe.
You might desync when you are running between stuff.
Yeah, I've turned off the auto assist camera. I don't think
It
it's.
doesn't help at all. It just stops me from shooting. How do I tell?
Yeah, it stops me from playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Assisted aiming. Or
you could do part of it multi-boxing, I think.
Maybe.
yeah, that's so.
Wait, but you still need separate accounts, right?
Yeah, you would still need emails for all of them.
Like
Yeah,
the
you-
alternative would be to create in various servers. If you create in a separate server, it'll give you a new character, right?
My chat is flaming you for re-rolling with multi-box, by the way.
But
I
even
think
then,
most people are just concerned.
it's still really
Yeah.
bad to aim. You can't really do micro movements at all, and I have max sensitivity.
No one's done it. We just were talking about it.
Yeah,
there
yeah,
are other
yeah,
games
yeah.
that
We're
I've
doing
done.
that.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
deny
just
it.
like theory
No,
crafting,
you're right.
rolling.
You got caught.
No.
Yeah, you got
Oh
caught.
yeah, okay, yeah, sure. We're doing it now. Yeah, we got caught.
Might as well do it if I'm gonna get in trouble for it. I don't know.
But yeah, like that means the 32 minutes isn't that bad because what? How much it requires actual attentive gameplay? Like 8 minutes, 9
It
minutes?
depends on what you consider bad, because you're right, it's not attentive, you could watch TV, you could do it. But like, my brain rot, ADHD brain says I need to be doing something at every given moment that I can. And so it's a little painful to be like, I'm locked in a cutscene, I can't stop.
That's fair.
I see.
I
Wait,
mean,
how many pools do you get at Union level 5?
So you get 20 of them at 4, well, and then you get another 5
right.
at 5.
I don't
And
think
you are
need to be
thinking
Union
of
level
spending the
4
S rights as well?
Because I got them like immediately before I even got the first echo. I accidentally opened my mail.
Yeah, you can do it at level 4.
Yeah.
When I hit level 5, I collected everything. I think I had 2 left over.
I think most people just don't want to spend the S rights on the normal standard pool, so just working with like 25 maybe, 25, 20. So
Lifer, do we wanna echo farm?
Don't you
You
need
can't.
level 22?
yeah, you need level 22.
Oh yeah. Crap. I
You
forgot.
you don't unlock co-op so early on, I think.
Don't tell me. I was just hyped for a second.
Yeah, so I think you get, what, 26 rolls at level 5 total? If you don't use Aspirate.
Oh wait, Hase unlocks until the Union level.
Oh my god. All these question marks on my map. Oh. This is green.
I think rather than multi-boxing, if you were really going to run multiple instances, the best thing to do would to offset it so you have one running through cutscenes with like the autoplay while you're moving on the second one. And you just sort of have like a treadmill.
Yeah, that makes sense. So how many? So if you had two of them, right? One is going to be cutscene. One which is going to be just spamming through the cutscenes, the one which you're actually playing on. How many do you think you can get through at unit time?
Oh, I don't know. I would take some actual testing because I don't know where the like active time would line up with the cutscenes. But
How long is the active time?
is the what?
10 minutes? 15 minutes?
For what? The intro?
Yeah, for the intro to get to level 5. How much do you need for actual active movement?
Well, so level 4 is what took 32 minutes. Level 5, well, it's gonna take longer. I didn't even check that. Here,
Okay.
I'm gonna hit resume on the timer and go for it.
How much of that 32 minutes is active?
You have to fight the boss, which is a minute. You have to fight the guy coming after, or and run around. So that's like a minute or two.
Wanted to check if we can jump cancel the animations.
The first 2/3 is very light. You have like a minute of movement or fighting, 2 minutes at tops twice, and then the last third is going to be kind of broken up by constant dialogue and moving between dialogue.
I finished up.
Just in case you know.
I finished up my stream. I'm like tired as hell.
So that's like about 12 minutes overall, somewhere around there.
Yeah, if you were being not generous, you could probably run like 2 or 3 sort of alongside each other.
If we're going to assume 2, which is I don't think people are going to be already going for more than 2.
Yeah, 2 is liquefied.
Yeah. I feel most people are going to be going for 2, so then 32 minutes plus 12, essentially, being very generous. That means you're looking around 44 minutes. For how many pulls again was it?
You get, it costs you 24, but you get 30.
Wait.
Yeah, okay, so it's 44 minutes for 30 pulls.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You only get the 20 pull. I haven't.
Oh.
But there's the
it's a
refund in the
lot
top.
No, wait, 44 minutes for 60 pulls. That's
Holy fuck. I suck so hard. Oh god, I'm so bad at these.
44.
44 minutes. I mean, you could buffer it a little to like 45, but
Is it possible to get those first 50 pulls
I'll
on the
just-
first day free to play?
Get 50 pulls easily.
Should be right.
it
Yeah,
depends how long you
out
have.
6. I need 3 more pulls.
Okay.
Yes.
So it is possible, I guess.
If you have 24 hours, it's certainly possible. If you have an hour, you're screwed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's not like realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it starts to stop just getting realistic to even do the re-rolling because it's like, man, really, like, like what you're gonna get like 4 re-rolls a day? That's it. And if you were doing it the whole day, like,
I guess.
I mean, realistically, if you're gonna reroll, I think your
3
best
pulls in
bet is
work at McDonald's.
you have 2 specific characters you're trying to hit. That's probably what you're trying to do, which means you have a 40% chance of hitting that, which means that odds are you only need a couple of rerolls to get one of the 2 units you want. Then you just banner the other one.
But you're assuming that you get the 5-star unit off of the first pulls, right? Because you need to hit like 40 pulls to actually get the PD. So you wouldn't necessarily get the 5-star. So you have to further break it down. Like
Yeah, but
and
for
the
time
weights are not that good
efficiency,
though.
Work out.
your goal is probably.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Can we actually work out the chance that you actually get it, and therefore how much unit time you would need to go and hit it
I mean,
on average?
with 20 pulls, yeah, that's easy.
You could do that, but it's definitely isn't it just going to be even worse chance timing and reset? Because here's the actual math that you have to do, right? So there's 2 paths. Are you trying to just guarantee? So actually, there's 3. Are you trying to be like the safest route, which is just okay? Can I get, you know, a singular 5-star and like what manner you get that, right? Like it just trying to get the 40 pulls, which is going to take longer, right? Like that means your pity is going to take longer because you have to roll out and like find out a way to get the Ashrites. That's like probably per run, that is the longest like scenario. Then there's the second scenario, which is you're going to keep rerolling accounts until you get a singular 5-star as soon as possible, right? Assuming that you don't, like, you know, basically you have to get it in 26, like as you guys described, right?
Well,
And that's
theoretically,
like
it's two. It's two because you have a selector. So the only reason you'd be re-rolling for a specific person is if you want 2 specific people. So you have 2 and 5 chance to hit.
So that's like the technically the longest of the. Well, it could be one of the longest of the 3. I don't know if this is faster or slower than trying to actually get 40 and guarantee 40 pulls per reroll. But that's the third route, right? Where it's you are omega greedy, and what you want is not only an early pull, you also want the early pull on a specific character. That's like the most I'm sure that's like probably the most ideal outside of some absolute like bonkers bullshit like getting 2 5-stars in one go. That's like probably the most like greedy that you can. Yeah, I know. Like that, technically speaking, it's possible, but like again, like not really realistic.
That's what I did in Genshin.
No.
I did it 3 times. I would have done it a 4th.
I don't know, there's just like so many different ways to play it. And honestly, it kind of just feels like the only one that's really realistic.
That just sounds like a lot of maths, which is
cringe. It is a lot of math.
It's not even that much. I mean, so I have the gotcha calculator, the DSK JAL one. 20 trials, 0.6 probability you're not hitting soft pity, so you can use the base. Oh, it's 0.8. Sorry. You can use the base pity. Is a 14.84% chance to hit at least once. Putting it at 13.74 for 1, 1% for 2, and an irrelevant number for the rest. So realistically, if you want to hit one of 2 units, then you're going to take 40% of that. So napkin math, 6%, just under. Off your first 20.
Okay.
Sorry, say again. What are the chances?
It would be about just under a 15% to hit at least once. And that means just under a 6% chance to hit 2 of 5 units, hitting one of those 2.
14% off of 20 pulls?
Yeah.
Dude, that is fucking terrible.
It's 0.8% rate. You're not hitting the pity, so right?
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
I forgot. The beginner banner doesn't change its pull rate. Oh, man.
Wait, Holy is awful, and they made every game worse afterwards. We are experiencing that real time.
Is that... I actually don't know. Which one is worse, then?
I think that since you know that the odds are pretty high, I don't know how long people are playing. If someone said to me that they want to spend no more than, say, 2 hours, 3 hours re-rolling, I'd say get 4 or 5 accounts, run them to level 5, wait until stream rewards tomorrow, hit that 10 pull, and you'll hit pity of 50 on every single one of them with not that much effort. And then you can guarantee, with a very high degree of certainty, you'll get the one you want. Now, if you're trying to get a greedy one, you want an early one and to hit 50, because you want 3 5-stars in your first 130 pulls if you're unlucky. Enjoy the pain.
Hey, pain.
I would like to point out...
You can get faster pulls per minute by like a lot.
I just want to point out, my math is fast, but not always accurate. It is just napkin math, and I think it gives a good idea.
That's fair.
I usually make assumptions.
In your 32-minute route, so that's you get 26 pulls.
It'd be 20 pulls. Well, I guess you also have 2 left over. So in theory, you'd have 22 pulls, but you're trying to hit the 10 pull. I'm currently trying to see how long it takes to hit 5, which is more.
I got that echo event.
0.6.
You're up.
25.
Oh
Yo.
wait, where on earth is the Yang boss? I can't find it. I just climbed to the top of this tree and it's not at the top. suppose him down.
I think I have enough for pity now, by the way, if anyone wants to watch.
Pushing story is the fastest way to hit Union 5, right? Just beating Scar.
Yeah.
And
I'm at Unit
so,
9 after
yeah.
beating Scar.
And also just
Oh,
Infinite Echoes works as well.
I believe it. I'm just trying to figure out what the fastest. Oh, you don't even have to get Scar. You just have to do the soldier stuff
That too.
for 5.
And
How
Yang
early
is
into
also
the-
late, though.
How early into the game do you get the selector box again? Is it literally immediately?
Immediately,
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So does
Well, that's the
anyone
other
want
video
to
I make.
watch?
Pog.
I'm ready to hit the pity. Anyone want to see?
The pity, hit the pity.
I'm about to buy the battle pass.
Yeah, I
I
just
think
did.
I can take it.
giving up,
Fuck that
giving up.
shit, man.
What
This is maybe the
dog?
most aggressively valuable.
I mean, I
Battle pass I've ever
probably have to. I mean, how easy is it to get a battle pass off Kuro? Use balance first.
Yes, the Commander of Conviction is by far the best weapon from the box. It's also the only one which I would actually recommend, but it has very, very good value.
Which one?
Commander of Conviction, that's the sword.
Riv,
Oh.
you don't care about the fact that Ling Yang gets the most value out of the weapon selector, right?
Oh, because it's thing, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Oh man.
That is the problem. Like, the problem is, you know,
Math
if I have
betrayed
the,
you.
Wait, that weapon is actually good with Ling Yang.
yeah, it's
The
fine.
standard one that you get the selector for.
But
I
the
should have picked that.
The problem is, Ling Yang still does less damage than an S2 dungeon with a worse weapon.
No, slightly more. I think she needs
Okay,
S3 to beat
slightly
him.
more. I'm not sure if that is worth a 5-star investment. I mean,
your numbers could have
that's the
changed, but at work, that's what I remember seeing. That
Okay,
he
alright,
put out
alright.
like
Who said it?
23k in change, and I think dungeon was like high 22.9ish.
Okay, I don't know who said it, but you are correct. This is Ling Yang's animation is fucking sick, actually.
Yo,
That is
bro.
crazy.
Yeah,
That
the
is actually
animations
really
are very good.
That is
It's
crazy.
insane.
Was that what it was? That always?
No,
what
no, no.
used to
It
be?
doesn't look like that
Yeah.
before. I can assure you. The
Like you-
ultimate didn't have like the background shit going on, and
Yeah.
the lion itself
It
wasn't.
looks
black.
like a movie scene. Like that's crazy.
Exactly. That's why.
Alright, first
The
four
commander weapon is good for everybody except for dungeon.
and I got attacked.
One of dungeon's worst weapons.
Alright. I am pulling. Wait, no, I need one more. Fuck.
Alright, guess
need
I'm
one
putting
more.
Mortefi on.
Oh wait, I can go to that stupid person.
Yo, I
thing.
didn't get TN on the first temple. This sucks. I got a mortar feeder.
Oh yeah, just delete your account. It's
Oh,
fine.
wait,
If you
it's
don't get
when
dungeon on your
counter,
first
it's
temple, it's
fine.
lost.
That's
Ah.
annoying. Oh well, I have the fucking what do you call them? The big monkey.
At least I finished the Ling Yang quest.
I need
Exact
more
sounds.
echoes. That means
One
we can't
author rejuvenating glow 5-piece though. If it would like. But I also have the monkey with attack percent, which is nice on them.
Oh wow, I'm actually just broke. Never mind. Oh, I need one more. That is unfortunate.
Rogue, hopefully not IRL.
Nah. I'm trying to get one more standard Vanderpool.
Bosses seem to refresh a lot quicker unless the timer starts as soon as you
Yes,
give them a buy.
they did change that. They made them refresh quicker.
Mhm.
I think it's 3 minutes instead of 5 now.
It's
So
a lot
that's
quicker than
activity
3, but... Nice.
Where's the souvenir gift shop? Down here. Ah. Yes.
But actually all of a young rose room. Hell yeah.
Gorgeous.
Flash echo. I actually think it's quite sad that most of these weapons are not good. Not weapons, echoes. What the fuck am I saying?
Oh no.
Do you think we're going to get more rewards from the events? Because as of right now, it doesn't seem like it, right? It seems very little.
Yeah.
I mean, they
outside
already
from-
added one event that I don't think people were expecting, right? It was the the thing I was talking about, the Astrite free reward from doing
Yeah.
Echoes. That's a new event, right? And they didn't.
Yeah, but
even
how many
announce that shit.
airstrikes do we like get out of it?
Not that many, but it's more like the precedent, right? Like it sets the precedent that they can add an event that we weren't announced or privy to until
Yeah.
they just put it in. I know it's like a little wishful thinking, but at the same time, like I think some like big name needs to like come out and say, hey man, if you are trying to get your novice banner and your beginner banner like pities,
It's a bit
you are
rough,
down.
yeah.
Like you are out. And like again, according to Riv, right? Like if we're doing the spreadsheet and everyone, is referencing Riv's like, spreadsheet, that's assuming that you did everything. You went out of your way to literally scrape the barrel for every single activity in the entire game. You get 94.
Wouldn't hurt to be more
Like
prepared.
that, you know what I mean? Like
We get a lot though on launch, like compared to Genshin.
Yeah, true. That's true.
I
But,
mean, when I was re-rolling. I did it at the start, so that was like your best odds. And I want to say you got like 30 rolls, give or take.
Yeah.
It depended on if you did a long or a short
But
re-roll
it's
process.
the like ongoing income, right? Because I do know that like the patch Genshin does give you like maybe 50-ish, or is it like 60, 70 pulls?
50 is the lowest we've had. On average, is 75 pulls a patch.
Yeah, so I mean, if you can't match the like a game that is presumably like stingy when it comes to the ongoing income, then it's going to be rough, right? But of course, I mean, we will have to see whether they change anything when it comes to the other game, like especially like Tower of Adversity. If they did like tweak anything, I don't think so, but hopefully they might listen to feedback, because it seems that they are quite good at doing that. So
I just think that the reason why, like, I don't even know if they need a match Genshin necessarily. Well, actually, I should say there's two things that you can consider, right? So people were like very much glazing Kuro for the free rewards, right? Even though people were clowning the live stream a little bit, people loved
yeah,
the rewards that they gave. Now the thing is though, is that if you're gonna glaze Kuro and go, dude, the rewards are so good, you could instantly go, okay, well, you can't even technically guarantee them. Like, we don't know when you'll actually be able to make up the difference in Lustrous Tides. Because again, unless if you use your Astrites and if you're a free-to-play player, you will unequivocally like feel bad if you decide to use like Astrites on Lustrous Tides. But at the same time, like, it may just be because everyone has been abused and like kind of they're just used to the meta of gacha games at this point. It is technically faster than any other game. Like, I don't think Genshin even has it, but like Star Rail's quote-unquote novice selector pity is at fucking 300. You know what I mean? Like that.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
That's
if
like
you look-
industry standard, but like,
Yeah. So
Yeah,
again,
but-
like,
Streets I've been in.
like I don't know if I should. I don't know whether to be like upset, concerned, or like other, because like it's kind of like a choosing beggar. But at the same time, like people are definitely like over glazing Kuro a little bit. Like I think, don't get me wrong, I think they've got like a solid like game and all that shit right now going on. But like, dude, everywhere that you went, Kuro is the fucking goat for giving the free rewards, and I think it's good. But it's like, wait till they try to get their free 5-star, and then they're like, wait a second, I can't pull it. Omega lol, like, oopsies.
No,
Like,
but I think another thing is that no one knows that you can't share the weapon yet. I mean, if this news goes out, like, this is the start of some tectone drama, you know? Like,
Yes, perfect. Finally. We need more TikTok.
Sure.
Two things that I think also we really need to see before, because everyone's like, oh,
we need to see first, and that's the first thing. But I mean, it can be compounded with the fact that like people will start comparing the ongoing income from a monthly or patch-wise perspective, and then they will, and if we were to fall short like by I think by any amount, some kind of talk will start going on, and the sharing weapon shit, if it is true, then like expectations are one thing, right? Because people expect you to be generous, and if you fall short of that, like it's not like people know that Hoyo games are going to be stingy, right? So they are going to be pleasantly surprised if they give more than expected. So
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, this is a meeting of expectations kind of a situation. It's not really a definitive, are they stingy or are they generous? Because everything is subjective.
Yeah, it just feels good compared to
be more prepared.
Genshin. But in addition to the monthly thing, like events, you have to see how generous they are with events.
Correct.
So
Yeah,
for all we
because
know,
right
they're gonna
now-
give us a 10 pull every event. We're gonna see an event every other week, and it's like, oh, that's pretty good,
Yeah.
right?
So if that happens, then I mean, probably going to be fine. And also, it might feel better rerolling like when the live stream things actually come in, right? So if people really want to reroll, they can wait for those to come in. I'm not sure if they require you to like have a 2 days account but if you already created your account, it's probably going to come in, right? So if you reroll, then maybe it's going to be a different experience for the people that are truly, they just want to like min-max this shit and not trying to pay any money.
So we got a little more data on the reroll. So it took me
Yeah.
48 minutes and 20 seconds. Now I was distracted a little, like it wasn't perfect. Let's say though that, let's say I'm skilled enough that the average player is going to be around there. But an absolute gamer is going to be able to shave off a couple of minutes. On top of that, there could be a better route, right? I just mostly followed the quest. I only stopped off to the sides to grab either easy chests or the very first red echo that you saw. And if you buy, I had enough for 5 of the coral limited rolls. I was able to hit 40 rolls out of the 50. And I spent 160 astrite because it was just like, we're assuming maximum speed here. So you only have to actually astrite 1 roll if you do that reroll method. So
Yeah,
you also wouldn't be able to multi-box
the
it.
40 hitting like a 5-star.
In 40 rolls, well, let's check it out. 40
Yeah.
rolls. I don't know if soft pity exists on this in the same way. Let's pretend it
I
doesn't
don't know as well.
for math's sake. Odds of hitting a 5-star is going to be 27.5%. The odds of hitting the one that you want would be, 40% of that. So I don't
It's
wanna
like
do that math in
maybe
my head.
10, a bit less than 10, or
27
maybe a bit more than 10%.
times 0.4. Yeah, 11%. So an 11% chance to get the one you want if your goal is, I want one of the 2 units on this banner and one of the 2 from the selector.
Yeah.
5
5 hours, I guess. No, not really 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours.
That being said, you can do this, and if you have a graveyard of useless accounts, tomorrow, for 0 extra time because of the stream, you can just hit the 50.
Is it tomorrow though? I thought it's like
I thought that it was on the 23rd they were going to stream and give you 10 standard pulls, and then the
I thought it's
24th you
it's
would
the
get 10
24th, right? Wait.
I heard it was a 2-day event.
Unlock the wolf bosses.
Oh yeah, that's true.
at level
Because because today is 23rd for me, and then
I don't have
for you
them
guys
because they're already included.
23rd.
Yes, I'm in America. So basically, tomorrow-ish, 20 hours from now, whenever the stream is, I heard you'll get
Here is
10.
future proof.
Yeah, so tomorrow is a lot better, definitely.
But you can also prepare for that, right? You have work tomorrow,
You can
or you
create
have
accounts now.
classes.
Yeah.
You make a couple accounts. Statistically, let's say that you're trying to get that 4. You have an 11% chance. So I'm going to round, and we're going to plug that 11% back in to the calculator. So if we have an 11% chance, how many trials-ish is it going to take to have a 50% chance and 90% chance, let's say? Not 2, not 3, not 4. 6 is almost an exact 50% chance. So 6 rerolls has a 50-50 chance of hitting one of
wait,
the
hold on.
2.
You know what we should really talk about? How many asteroids do you have by this time? Do you know?
I just started another account. I want to say it was enough to buy 630-ish. I hit a chest or 2. You might not have needed
5
to.
or 6.
So
if you could realistically 4, if you could find a way to get like, well, I mean, if you add those on, because like realistically, if you miss like 600 asteroid, but it saves you like 3 days of rolling, isn't that like better?
It should only be 1 day, right? You hit the 50 tomorrow, no matter what.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess this is like extremely specific math. It's like if you want to be able to play day 1, but you also want the character that you want, but you still want to be able to, you know what I mean? It's
I think if you're re-rolling multiple accounts, you have to just expect you're probably
you can't play day 1. Like
it's going to be day
honestly.
2. Day 1
It
was
doesn't make
already
sense.
difficult for certain countries, right?
Yeah. And
Oh
also
my
if you
God,
reroll,
wait.
like day 2, right, you get a chance to
Dude.
get TN on the first 10 pulls as well. Like I mean you could even try for that.
Guys, I hate to interrupt. Can you guys take a look at what someone on my server posted?
Can you send it here? I don't think I'm in your server.
What?
Yeah.
Which server?
Oh,
I'm in so many
the one that
servers
we're in.
now.
What
2
the
cultures
hell?
in 1
Where?
word.
In the it's in the voice channel chat.
That is
Sorry.
disgusting.
Wait, where did you send it?
What?
The worst part is I'd re-roll it because it doesn't have one of the 2 units I want.
Hello?
Okay,
General
I'd
Wula.
trade it. I'd try and
Okay,
trade it,
okay.
honestly.
I will show you something, but please don't hate this person.
It's not mine. It's not mine, okay? To be clear, it's not my account.
Yeah.
This is just someone in my server said
Yeah, let's just say their name and where they live.
Yo, I think Ling Yang is pretty good.
dude, you are in love with that guy's animation, bro.
I mean, if you get 3 5-stars, that's... You know, I would not be mad about the S1 Kaitado and the Ling Yang in this case, even. I mean, you
Yo,
also
where-
get Yuan Wu on top. Like this.
Where can I get the originate type 3 by the way? Is it from the gacha? It's not, right?
I think it's a gacha one.
I don't think so. Is it the gacha one?
You can definitely get it from the gacha because I got it from the
Next time,
gacha.
maybe we can
Oh,
consider
really?
something
Type
Yeah,
three,
there
though?
may be other places to get it, but I definitely got my first from the gacha.
I see.
If you're gonna reroll, is it better to do the standard banner or the beginner banner? Maybe
depends.
somebody here in the voice can actually answer that. No idea. I don't
Yeah.
reroll.
The answer is it depends on how much value you're trying to get and how much time you have. In theory, if you are trying to consume the absolute most value conceivably possible, you'd want to roll on a standard banner because then you'll have the beginner banner sitting there afterwards. But it's going to be a lot faster by a great deal to go through the beginner banner because you have discounted pulls.
Even then, you don't get access to the selector banner until you get through
Our
the beginners.
boys. Surely I get Verena, right?
Surely.
Since everyone else
I
got
want to
her.
warn the chat, by the way. Please don't do what I do here right now until I have enough data to tell you if it's worth it.
Everything in re-rolling is just a question of how much time you have and how much value you're trying to get. Like, if you have an infinite amount of time and you're stuck in a time loop for 1,000 years, just go for the 10. You want every single character in your first 10 pull, why wouldn't you?
I see.
I don't know if it's a bad thing I
What's
got
on your mind
Paushi.
today?
Alright, the
Re-rolling
5-star
and I'm not on
is... Nope,
free-to-play.
no 5-star yet.
I'm not going to be free to play, I'm re-rolling.
Oh!
I'll handle your
I'm going to be cheap to play, but not free.
Yeah,
Well,
probably my stance.
honestly, this was who I was kind of hoping to get, to be honest. I'm okay with this.
So, if we take that assumption that you're trying to get one of the 2 characters from the pity of your 50 pull banner,
No,
because
that's
you're
standard.
abusing your stream. I think I'm responding to someone
Oh.
in Riv's chat. He's like, I want giga value. You can look. I mean, every roll is guaranteed, so you're just doing a 1 in 4. But if you're trying to do it in the first 40 pulls, because I want my day 1 value, I want to be crazy, and it takes 6 trials to have a 50% chance. That's 45 minutes times 6. So, what? 6 times 4. Yeah, 4.5 hours to have a 50% chance of getting one of the units you want. I don't know if you can get. Does it guarantee a second one at 50 if you get one before that, or is it just the one?
My guess is no. Star Rail didn't work like that. If you get one early, it removes your guarantee.
Yeah.
Because you're guaranteed
Alright.
one within 50 pulls, not one at 50 pulls.
Yeah, then you're just raw rolling for double, and well, let's plug it in. 0.8 probability. And how many trials do we get? 40 pulls. Maybe like a couple more, but about 40.
I got Colcharo.
Hey.
We are chilling.
3 point.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll round. It's 4%. You have a 4% chance of getting more than one in 40 pulls. 45-minute thing, 4%.
Wait, so is it like Star Rail that I have to like do a quest to increase my world level or what? I'm confused.
I think mine just went up automatically.
Okay, is that how it works? Because like
Some
it
point.
said
I
at
think
Union
the future
10
ones-
it says that I have
Yeah.
to fight specific enemies or something.
I think you have to complete like a quest or
is-
something. You have to fight some shit.
Yeah, it says
if I'm not
Soul
wrong.
3 phase Ascension
Yeah.
1. But it says
I
after
have
defeating
not
enemies or
got that
clearing
quest.
Sonoro spheres, but I haven't found it doesn't save the quest anywhere.
If I have done that quest, well, if I have that quest, then I've already done it. But I'm a Soul 3 Phase 2 right now, so
Is
I
it this-
assume I've done it.
Is this green quest?
Yo, this is wow. I can't even do like my 40th pull on the beginner convene. I'm still lacking like 3 pulls.
I still need 3, yeah.
Yeah, what is going
I'm,
on?
what? I am
Dude,
level
this is
11
what I
right
mean.
now.
You say like if you miss it, it's like I think you just reroll. I don't think you can guarantee the pity. I think you are. It will take you so long to get that like you literally just have to make a new email.
Well, I mean, I'll get it eventually, right? Even if I hit pity.
Dude, hey man, listen. Look at your local McDonald's, see how much value you get out of working for a little bit, and GG's.
That
Yo.
McDonald's near me off.
Honestly, it's
just
It's probably still better to reroll.
Oh, you have to be level 25.
Cool McDonald's
idea.
value. Let's
I
go.
have not much thought into it.
Okay. You have to be level 25.
So on
So regarding this boss level thing, I mean, I don't have a lot of sample size data. It's literally a sample size of 1, which means take it with a grain of salt. But it seems to be, on average, still the same as in the CBT2. It's around 40 to 50% of the efficiency.
farming bosses right now just because it's fun, and I want to get Yang up more when I can.
Wait, 40% of the efficiency? So it's not good to farm it?
So the average XP per wave plate you get from the simulation training is 900, and the average
Okay.
XP per wave plate you get from bosses is 400.
But it doesn't
Oh, I
matter,
get
right?
the
Because
XP.
the world boss is always more efficient because you that's not the bottleneck at all, right? At the end game, like you need the echoes more than like the echoes EXP more than
Oh.
anything.
Yeah, I mean I would need to run more often the simulator, like the sim training here, to actually know how much you will get on average. But
So what do you get from Symphony?
I
EXP.
mean you can XP depends on what you select. You know, if you want you might just what to select. But the thing is, you need these breakthrough items. Because otherwise you can't ascend your characters. You don't get them for free from the story, but you get 3.5 million experience for free from playing the game. Which means you can get 1 or 2 characters to level 80 or 90. But
Wait.
you need these breakthrough items. And the efficiency gets worse. So simulation training level 20 will give you more average XP per wave plate, but a boss level 45 will give you even less XP per wave plate. So the efficiency just goes down.
For Union level or just regular character level?
Union level.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
So
What bosses give you echoes and ascension knights?
I will run a few more
They can
simulation
drop
trainings
as
now,
an echo,
because I have to.
which you
Wait.
don't need to spend weight plates to claim.
Wait, where do you get the
The first
ascension
boss you
master?
come across is the tutorial boss.
Sorry, where do you get ascension?
I think the simulated training is just for people that are like trying to save. Is it really saving time? Let me think about it. It still takes time to do that, right? The boss does take a bit more effort though if you're skill capped.
I've got 2 monkeys now. So they both have attack %. I'll take it.
Yeah, Man, why do I have to waste my wave plates here? Can my Discord not do that? Like, random people in Discord, can you not waste your wave plates for data from me instead of me?
Can I just
Crowd-
use
crowdsource it, everyone
bad
does
reroll
one run.
for that?
If you're trying to absolute maximum greed and push the beginner banner and get two rolls in 40, with a 4% chance, it takes an average 12.75 hours before you hit that. Average. I think it's insane to even try that.
Yeah.
But if you want it slightly less greedy but still pretty good, you could do the 40 pull on the standard banner, then pivot to beginner after you get Any, and then you're sort of guaranteed 3. It takes you more rolls to get through it, but, you know. You would get 3.
How much pulls per minute are we talking about? Because then people can compare it to getting a job. They have access to it, get it.
I don't
That's a
think we
fantastic
should, like-
question. But I
I
guess
don't think we should bring in that discussion. Compare it to getting a job. I mean,
you say that, I literally am gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, am I staying for overtime or rerolling?
Yeah, it actually gets brought up in other branches
Yeah.
quite a bit. So.
I think a lot of people are going to be doing that, no? Considering that, at least.
like realistically, if you already have a job, you're not going to get like another job just to like
Sweat.
pay for reroll, right? Like, it sounds a bit.
These gacha accounts can sell for like 50 to 200. We're just getting the right units.
It's a loss.
Guys.
I've had some lucky accounts. It's a
I've
loss.
figured it out. We're gonna have Mr. Beast make the title of a video.
Oh.
Is it faster to work at McDonald's or fucking reroll in Wuthering Waves?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's a perfect
Hell yeah.
sponsorship.
That is a good idea.
Hell yeah, let's do that. Can somebody write, I went to lose, he should join. He said like 4 hours ago he will join someone later.
Ping him.
I will not ping him, he's streaming.
Oh, he's streaming? Okay, I'll go in his chat and yell at him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that
did, but then his nightbot told me I should stop spamming caps lock.
Go in caps lock in there, be like, stop staring at her thighs and join the Discord.
True. Yeah, he was playing culture though.
Gross. Big simp.
7.
Trying to find the entrance to wherever the myriad boss is. I have no idea where to go. I want to kill it for the first time rewards.
Problem is that this cannot directly be compared to this, because we have to take an average out of all of these possible options and compare it to these possible options. There's something which the simulation training does not offer, which would be the seal tubes thingy.
Wait, so bosses don't drop the ascension mats? What do they drop? Or is it just echoes?
Yeah, they drop the breakthrough.
They drop
materials.
ascension mats.
And
Yeah.
you need
See.
the breakthrough materials, you need them for your skills and for your weapons. And for your resonators. It's the same material for all 3 things.
Oh,
Okay.
So you need to farm a fuck ton of these bosses. And can you see my I know you
yeah. Yeah. So does wait, so the simulated thing is only for EXP then? Or
So the problem is, this one is only XP, and it is only the energy core, which is for weapon experience, and the resonance core, which is for character experience. So you have no way of obtaining any tubes here, which are these tubes things, which you need for echo experience. And the bosses will give you the breakthrough items, which are important, and also a mix out of all of these. Compared to the sim training. At a little bit higher cost. Now I have to run a little bit more the other things. It's like, yo, face, hello.
Interesting.
How are you?
Do I
Yeah, we have
guys
to-
use my wave plate somewhere?
Yeah, I've already spent mine on bosses.
Is
I
the
have to waste
It's-
mine here.
which boss
It's
is good for
unlikely that
Gion?
you'd be able to pick which boss is the most efficient. I would just say getting rid of your wave plates on the first day is a win.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, that's
rushing
the
to
most
like a
yeah,
random
yeah.
boss.
spend it in any case, but if you can do it, I think best way is
I'm sure character EXP is really not that big of a sin either. To be honest.
Is Gion's break mat, the breakthrough mat, is it the gorilla or?
I assume it would be the big monkey.
you. Much appreciated.
What Yang Yang's was.
Well, good luck at school.
You also only get one per, or one breakthrough map per run at the moment, which is kind of annoying, but fair enough.
How many
mean-
breakthrough mats do you need to level?
Yang Yang, I need 3 to get to level 50.
Wait, isn't max level like 80?
19, is it? It's
Yeah,
the same as
it's
Genshin, I
lowering
thought.
a
You're
lot
like
of
half,
things.
which is kind of brain rot, isn't it? Because that means you need to do like a lot of runs, specifically of that.
Yeah, you're gonna need to be farming bosses a lot, because you need it for a lot more than just characters.
So let's have a look at this.
Don't you worry.
It is literally half.
What? To get to 50, it's halfway.
No, for the difference between return between the bosses and the simulation training is half. Which means
It's half as efficient?
yes, for the XP alone.
Yeah.
That
I
is
don't
not-
think the EXP is a bottleneck.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, in the very beginning, the only thing what will bottleneck you are breakthrough items, because you will get 4 million XP plus minus for your weapons and characters.
Isn't the
Which
bottleneck
means-
actually whether or not, or like, isn't it kind of like what you choose to decide to farm? Or sorry, the characters that you get? Because then like, I can only speak like, well, I'm thinking about it like this way, right? For everyone that didn't roll or like pull for some shit, right? If you are playing, okay, I think, if you're playing in a way where you haven't decided what you want to pull, but you're kind of waiting to see who you get from the beginner banner, I don't think it's like that smart to like, for instance, farm out Verena materials, praying that you get Verena and then you get,
No,
know,
no.
Ling Yang.
Do it for
I mean,
characters you
I'm-
already have.
No, but the thing is that
but then you have to
like,
wait, right, for you to
it's
get.
there's only a few bosses, so like it's not like you're going to be wasting your stamina. You eventually gonna get a unit that uses the same materials. Like you wouldn't get so
Also,
much.
I mean, can't you make the same
Don't
argument for
forget-
EXP?
don't
Like you.
forget you need these also for your weapons.
Oh, okay. If you could use them for weapons, then that's fine as well. I thought it was just specifically for characters.
No, it's literally the same. So, for example, I mean, I can't show you right now, but starting from Ascension rank 3, I think you also need the same Ascension material for the weapon, and that is a little bit of a problem, as well as for your skills.
Is it are each like associated with each other, like the arrow weapon or like the weapon that is best in slot for, like, let's say Calcharo is also like going to be the material that you need to awaken Calcharo? Like it's both.
Here, if you actually want to talk about some big mistake early on, then it's this thing. You feel like doing a video on that, Kenna? It's like literally this. You need this scar drop, which you can only get 1 per week to upgrade your talents here. That
Wait,
means
what is this?
You need 2 weeks to max out this character here alone.
Okay, but do you like okay? So I'm just not familiar enough. Do you actually need to max it though?
These things unlock those are passive skills. Rover gains 15% attack, increase for 5 seconds upon casting heavy attack resonance. This is not just some random 1.2% attack you get.
What I mean is like so.
The higher level nodes all require the boss material, which means you need in total 6 weeks, an entire patch per one single character. Per character.
What I was referring to is like, do you guys remember like a little bit like towards like the beginning of Star Rail? There were people that were using like Musketeer set, and like all they were farming was Musketeer set because it would be more efficient. Like they wouldn't have to upgrade all the other shit. What I'm saying is like, do you think you might want to spread out all your characters instead of getting that? Like, what if you can, in exchange for you trying to farm out that material, you could get like 9 characters to like level 50 instead of getting like 3 characters to level 70?
I mean,
It depends what you're trying to grind, I guess.
It depends, yeah.
But isn't like your end game like, okay, realistically, what does having 1 character at 90 do as opposed to having 3 characters at 70?
You don't want 1 character at 90, you want 3 characters at 70.
Is
It's like
70 is 70 like your barrier for entering into TOA?
Yeah.
But then you're gonna need, well, at what point do you start needing multiple teams?
Yeah, so basically, bringing 1 character to 90 is a good DPS increase, and I could argue for a DPS at that. But most of the actual supports in this game don't need any levels. Like my Rivenous will likely just stay level 1. I don't see a reason to give her anything. Like why?
Okay, that's fair. But do you?
I only care about her buffs. You know, that's like the only thing I care about.
But you need her to not die though, right? So you need like a little bit of investment.
I can literally just give her echoes.
If you're gonna play Dawn,
guys, sorry to interrupt. Is there a way to like use the revival shit on the hotkey?
I don't know.
I'm not dying. No cap.
No, Lord.
Sorry. Sorry.
Don't die. Solution.
Yo, guys, you will die soon. Everyone
Dude,
dies.
I'm doing the Ling quest. I'm doing the Ling quest right now, bro. I haven't died. No cap.
Yo, Ling
I
Yang
have
quest.
not found the
yeah, you're
Ling
probably
Yang
not
quest. I'm
gonna die
going around
anyway.
killing every boss for the first time rewards.
I'm watching the starting cutscene for the 3rd time, so no chance of dying.
Yo, what the fuck? You're really testing this shit out.
I'm not willing to play this without starting with Encore and Marina.
Okay.
Hey,
how
somebody
about,
who has an idea how to play this game.
What do you
Somebody who
mean?
knows-
The right way to play the game is just to play the game.
No.
I don't know. I want to play Sanhua.
Fun is not allowed. The fuck are you talking about?
I want to play with
fun.
Sanhua.
Wait. So like, you said you don't need investment on. Oh my god! I finished the fucking companion story. Thank God.
Very investment on Verino.
Just is it only Verena though? What about the other characters?
Baiji as well.
Like, so the thing is, if you have a look at these characters, you have your intro skill, which you can level, and you have your outro skill, which you cannot level. So all of your outro skills will always stay the same. Doesn't matter what level you are or whatever. It will always stay the same. And most of the buffs, which are being provided, for example, from her resonance, no, was it? Skill. Board. It was the attack buff. Ultimate.
So what I'm trying to say is like, how many characters in a team of 9? Sorry, in a squad of 9, how many characters do you think need some level of investment?
Probably 6.
Wait, where's the attack buff?
On who?
Arena. Oh, there. So, there you can see. Basically, whenever you cast your whatever skills is listed here, the attack of all party members is increased by a flat amount. You cannot level this. So you basically want to unlock this thing, which in this case does require Resonator rank 2. I'm actually a fucking retard, but that's okay. But aside from this, you don't need any more investment because all of the buffs don't scale. Like, every single buff in the entire game does not scale. Which means you only want to make sure you can unlock this buff, however it is unlocked, and that's it. And every other investment you put in there should be only regarding whatever they need. For example, Verena needs a lot of energy recharge, which means we do need to invest into Echoes to have this energy recharge.
So 3 characters are the supports essentially, based on what I'm understanding, are the ones that you don't need to invest in. But then
only as much as necessary.
But then you need like 6, right? You still have like 6 characters that you need to invest in. And so then like at some point you're gonna find value in investing in the character, right? Or in investing in character EXP. No?
Yeah.
Is defense additive or multiplicative?
It's effectively the same formula as Star Rail, but
You'll have to remind me. It's been I dropped that game after a month.
Heresy.
Mihoyo is a bad company. I liked the game, but Mihoyo is a bad company, and I just wasn't willing to stick around for their end game.
As a creator, I have to disagree with you.
That's fair.
CCP.
Yeah, no, there is no problem with the end game and bossing. My point is, if you get some damage, let's say a level 1 Verena is doing a whopping 200 damage per second, and then if you put her to level 40, you're gonna get 3,000, whatever. It might be cheaper because the relative cost of getting her to level 20 or whatever might be cheaper than putting Dawn Jin to level 80 or something. And then on top of that, if you were to abuse the fact that you generate character XP, you might even be able to reduce the cost further. You can just say, like, if they naturally hit 20, bump them, like allow them, level break them, and then just let the XP accrue, and then you might get just a little bit of value out of them. But if you assume that you don't get hit, then
Yeah, sure, but the thing is, you basically just only need to unlock it, and one thing you might need to invest in are weapons, because they give you like energy recharge, which you need to hit certain breakpoints or whatever. But aside from that, the character itself doesn't gain much. I mean, Verena literally doesn't do damage. It's like 2k DPS. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
the assumption is that you don't get hit.
The advice of not investing in Verena makes sense. To be honest, like the levels scale so much towards the later levels that it does make sense to just level her just for HP and stuff.
I mean, yeah, but you just like.
Can I get these humans as echoes?
No.
not
The same Pal World, bro. Let's calm down.
True. Lifer, you might be able to answer this. Somebody in chat asked, am I crazy or did they make Baiji's outro carry over on swap? I know that we have discussed about that they did remove this from the CBT2 originally.
Is there any way to see buff up times? Because I don't believe it did. My understanding of it, let me reread the description.
I'm using her right now, but I wouldn't know what it is.
Sure. You need to find that guy makes the game in rotation upside and convince him to join Lua.
It says heals. My guess is it does stay around. It's just
Is her
only
outro
gonna
the
be
little
for
bird
the-
that flies around? Yeah.
Leaves the flower floating on your character.
Oh, then yeah, it sticks around when you swap characters. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Her little summon.
Yeah, heals
to
you every 3
persist.
seconds, and it gives the damage deepened for 6 seconds on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, if it's staying on swaps, then it is staying on swaps, I guess. I mean,
Which is
6 good because
per heal.
yeah, that is pretty good and also important because otherwise Baiji would be fucking useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just heals.
I was about to say, I thought that was how it worked in
Yeah,
TNT,
it's
but I guess not.
incredible.
Hey, she would still. Wait, let me look at the spreadsheet.
No, I mean, how would you play her? Like, you would need to go Baiji into Jian, for example, and then back to Mordefi, and the moment you do that, you would lose a 36 seconds buff on Jian, you know?
That's all I'm saying.
I'm so confused how to get to this boss. I'm so confused. I think it's
The
inside
boss,
the mountain.
you just
I
need
don't know
Union
how to
level
get
10 and then you open the map, there are like big...
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how to get to this one. I think it's inside the mountain.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I'm trying
quite
to
a
find
lot that are
something.
just underground,
Oh, is it
and
this
they
one?
just don't tell you the.
It doesn't last through 2 swaps though, does it? I mean, I guess I'll find out here in a sec.
It should do. It should just stick around, and
It says
every
your
time it
next
heals,
person
you
in
get the
team,
buff.
Yeah.
Interesting. So as long as you're careful about when you switch characters, because you don't want to like swap the character right after a heal, lose the buff, and then
You shouldn't lose the buff. It should stay for 6 seconds.
Yeah,
doesn't
like
say
go
it
to
goes away.
teams real quick, and then at the top right it says view outro skills. It says or other characters on a
cutscenes,
nearby
sorry.
team that activates outro skills, which I assume it just means it stays on the second character you swap out to.
Yeah,
After that.
because other damage defense
Wait,
skills.
you're not
stay
deleting those
to the next
accounts.
character.
Wait, you're not deleting. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You're not
No, you're
deleting those accounts, are you?
no.
Just
Dude,
trying to sell
those are our echo farms! Dude. You
Well,
just
if you
true.
get them to
Get
level
instead of getting a
22.
dupe from the shop, 45.
I'm not necessarily going to level them, so it's going to be kind of locked. You only get some early ones, but I don't mind. Yeah. What I did with Genshin with all my rerolls is I said I had 3 plus I had every other character under the sun, multiple accounts. I just gave the accounts away. Every time I saw someone who was like, "Oh, I want to play this character," or like, "I'm rerolling for this character," I just messaged them like, "I got this character. Who do you want? What 4 stars you want?"
see.
I gave my friend a Klee Chi-Chi account. I gave another friend Jean
Why would you do that
Chi-Chi.
to your friend? Why would you give them?
Yeah, why would you ever do that? How dare you?
Because every account had Chi-Chi and I couldn't escape her. There's a reason I got 3. All 3 of them had
Basically the
Chi-Chi.
Same problem, okay? Chi-Chi, same thing.
Yeah, but at least Klee was good.
She kind of wasn't.
No, she was. She was the best DPS on launch, but for what we knew.
Oh yeah.
You did, once you did... Yeah, but like... I mean, you're limited by... like, you just had to do the tech. The little walk tech. Damage was really good.
Like, for pure single target.
So this
Was a better.
Rejuvenating snow.
Who else was there? I mean, if you wailed and did Mona Bennett, who else did you have?
Gilu. You had either Gilu Kaya, Mel, which
my Gion has a little flower.
did no
But Klee had really strong synergy with XQ because she was able to auto cancel and basically have perfect damage uptime on it. And she was still doing Vaporize, which is also really strong. Like, she was a really strong character at the time. And I'm not going to compare. I know how... I've heard the Acheron memes. Like, it's fine. She doesn't hold up. But, I don't know.
Flower on my Gion right
Yeah,
now.
I don't even play Genshin. Whoever that new character is, and people keep memeing about how strong she is.
Chino isn't that broken, honestly.
Oh, whatever.
But like, to give like a somewhat of a comparison of Gilu Kaya, do you know the Hu Tao 2 Hydro teams,
What the-
which everyone was spamming like pre-Farina?
Okay.
Gilu Kaya had similar
bit.
defense to those. Like Dilu Xingqiu, don't know, Hu Tao, Xingqiu, Yelan, Zhongli, those types of teams.
You know, when we get the 20 fruit pools from the stream, one we should get today.
I recall, I think Klee having the second best DPS when her banner was there.
Question? I don't know. Does anybody from you know when we get the pulls from the stream?
23rd,
I have
fourth,
no
25th.
clue.
Tomorrow,
All of them?
probably. No, you get
The
10 and 10.
24th and the 25th. But I
So
don't
first
know.
off, it's 10. It's 10 limited, and then it's 10 general. So the lustrous tides, and then
And you'll get
One-
10
yes.
standard, and then the limited.
they're also given to you at different times.
Hmm.
Yeah, but Klee was. Hold on, let
I
me
found
see.
the entrance to the cave. It is on the complete opposite of the boss. Bro.
Which boss are you looking for? Because I'm trying to find all
Lampy
of them right
Lumen.
now. Where?
Oh, yeah.
on earth is Lumen?
Lampy
There's the
Lumen.
Hera.
There-
Now the real question is, where the hell is the boss location? Is there a teleport
No,
spot for the boss
right,
location, or is it just...
No, you can't teleport to them.
I think this is the boss. No, this isn't. How do I get to it?
Really
It's
could have
even
increased the
further.
light speed.
Is there
Oh yeah, tell me when you find where the hell you need to go for that. Cause
I mean, I found a teleporter for it. I'm already like in the cave. I'm in the cave already. So.
Then you're already there.
I don't see it.
I mean, it's well hidden, not gonna lie.
Hours you didn't reach 50 pulls. Naturalize, have you already spent the coral to get the 6 out of the shot?
Is it next to the tacit field? No, it's not. What the...
Entrance. No, it's not.
Is anyone got Union level 14 yet?
Nah, I'm probably gonna stop once I clear my waypoints.
Jeez. You couldn't find 3? Or are you just not spending asterite?
I'm at level 12 right now, so let's see.
Oh, this place.
I'm not doing quests right now, so.
Okay, well that explains it.
Not spending asteroid, that's a problem. You're supposed to swipe your credit card.
Does anyone know what the EXP looks like for Union? It's like the pink shit, right?
No, it's like the orange circle,
is it
dark thing.
Oh, I see.
I hit credit.
I'm so lost. It's apparently the
Skip every line of Baiji's dialogue individually in that cutscene right before you unlock Convene, but you can't skip the whole dialogue. You have to like click through every single one.
I don't know. Attack them with energy.
That's
Oh, this was just in the overworld. Nice.
I'm like going like deep into the ends of the earth, and I don't know where it is.
Wait, why can I not dodge anymore?
It feels like exploring the Sumru desert, where like there's so many underground caves, but you don't know where they begin and where they end. So lost.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I understand.
You practically roll fast.
Not
Bro,
gonna
I'm
lie.
fighting this overworld boss and I just got a random frog in my inventory.
I understand like the appeal of like an underground like cave, like oh my god, I found like a new system. But since having started playing gacha games, I think that is maybe my most fucking hated trope of all time. It's just like you have to find the entrance and then like there's some bullshit that's in it and you don't really know how to get out of it and it's like a piece of shit and then like there's probably a maze or some puzzle that you have to do in it and it's not very enjoyable because like you've done this 7 times already, but you have to do it anyway. And I'm like, oh man.
Holy hell, where am I?
God, I'm fighting this overworld boss right now and it just hit me out of its arena and reset its health bar.
Dude, I'm in like I think I found. No wait, what? Am I at the entrance? You gotta be kidding me.
Bridge.
Yeah, caves. Honestly, like when I first saw about Genshin caves, oh my god, it looks so cool. And then I realized, oh wait, this is horrible.
No.
Well, what if I subscribe to?
Well, I'm gonna cry.
The caves in Sumeru are the best thing ever happened to the game. Like, no joke, actually.
Oh no, sure.
If I got to it, it could be good actually. You know.
The rainforest. It's the desert, which I don't like.
I'm actually gonna break down. I don't know where this thing is.
It's the sand is
Our
most
objective
irritating.
is on.
It's in your shorts.
Nah, this is bad.
Damn.
I don't want to search up a video, but like, fuck
What
me.
do you not find? Never told you.
I'm inside this cave right now, and I'm trying to find this. Well, either the waypoint or the boss.
Okay, so you go to Tiger Small Mine. You're wrong. That is not the cave where you are at. Tiger Small Mine, that is the entrance, directly in the middle.
Okay, well, I didn't do it there, and it's like in that direction right over there.
Literally just teleport to the Tiger Small Mine. That is where the boss entrance is.
Okay.
To the middle, where it says Tiger Small Mine.
Oh, in the middle?
Yes.
Oh, what the heck?
Literally just jump down there. There where the entire...
You're willing to spend
Still
160. If you're willing to spend 160 astrite, you can use the coral shop to get a couple, I think, rerolls. So the fast reroll's probably more efficient.
Damn stupid fingers.
It just sounds like, in terms of time spent and like, you know, unless if you, especially, okay, it's like two criteria. If you're not willing to use astrite, I can't imagine that it would be faster. Like, I can't imagine that your fastest route isn't just to
What the heck?
take your 20 as soon as you get run like.
So you can get 30 if you spend 160 astrite.
Go this way.
I mean, if you're like a Scrooge McDuck about it, like, you know, I can't stop you. I would personally use it at that point because it's only that. But like, I think you would still potentially get someone that like wags their finger at you and goes, hey, buddy.
If you're not willing to, it's probably a similar efficiency. But if you are willing to spend one roll of astrite, I think you're better off doing a fast reroll.
So what's the conclusion for the wave plate test? I stay by my opinion.
Oh my god. Well, I guess if I'm cool.
Need these breakthrough items for weapons, for skills, and for
what's his blessing give?
For the characters.
I got the bear, boys.
Isn't that recommended for spam?
About half of the experience mixed form from these bosses compared to these.
Wait, how is your data bank level 8? What the fuck? Wait, maybe I did skip too much of it.
Only level 8, man.
No, I'm talking about you. You were 8 the last time I checked, but you're probably higher now, right?
No, I'm level 7. Honestly, more or less just running around unlocking all of the waypoints.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Getting the bosses.
Dude, they bait you again in the fit. Did you guys do that one challenge where you become a fish?
No.
Oh yeah, that's
the same bait, bro. They give you the little stamina orbs, and you're like, oh my god, I can only complete it if I get the stamina orbs. It doesn't matter. This game is trolling.
There's the bird challenge that requires you to hit like coins. Those one matters because that's a 3-star challenge.
Yeah.
They tell you if it's 3-star or not, like at the start. I'm pretty sure. So.
I just think it's so crazy that they include it. I mean, I don't know. I
wish
wish that
there to like show a path.
I think it would have been nice if they like differentiated them. You know what I mean? Like make the ones that you need to claim like red or like purple or something, and then the ones that are just there for EXP to be gold.
There's the EXP ones. There's the EXP ones.
No, sorry, the stamina ones. Ones that are specifically for stamina.
Maybe.
What my mod is saying.
I mean, that's like just unnecessarily confusing. I feel like you just don't know if it's gonna work or not, or like you just don't know if you need it or not. I will say the exploration right now is like, I know it's like supposed to be comparable to Genshin, but it is so disturbingly reminiscent of what I was doing earlier when I was playing Tower Fantasy that it's a little crazy. Like just flying around and like seeing like desolate buildings and shit.
The only thing that's making up for it is the wall climbing. But honestly, if anything, Tower Fantasy had a better grapple hooks are godlike.
I did like how many random gadgets we had in that game too.
It's just the grapple hooks, you can literally grapple wherever you want. It was really nice.
Yeah. You get to move so fast. That's like the one thing I liked.
Toxic
didn't
fog
have anything else to like.
concentration. I'm in toxic fog concentration.
I'm
freezing to death.
I've never played it personally, but I literally only heard like bad things about it.
Not a very high budget game, honestly.
And I felt like they kind of it was kind of their fault, kind of also not their fault. On launch, they definitely had like okay, I think they were not, I think, as communicative about their intentions with it, but locking PvP and like, you know, having a combat focused game and locking like one of the main ways for you to show off the combat in the form of like the PvP being locked between like certain hours of the day, I feel like was a not like impractical or not like it didn't make sense, but I felt like it was like a bad gesture at the start of a game to lock content like that.
Yeah,
And
it was
they
very
didn't
weird.
yeah, and they also didn't just only lock that content. They also locked like stories. So you'd have to like wake up for like the story to come out and you're like, "Hey guys, like do the next chapter of the, you know, do the next chapter of the event," and then you, or like of like the main storyline. And this is like mind you, it's one thing if this is like week 2, week 3 and you're like expecting a game like, you know, Genshin to try and be pacing themselves or whatever. No, this is literally like first, third, like 5th day of like the release, and it just felt like although you could argue that, you know, consolidating times for PvP could be nice, although you could argue that, you know, they were gonna run out of story at some point, it's just putting so many restrictions on a game at launch is like, hey, like, you know, like your parents saying to you, hey, like we got you a toy, but actually you have to share it with your brother, and also your brother's gonna have it 85% of the time, and also when you use this toy you have to wear like a bucket over your head, and also like if you're gonna use this toy you have to like you have to stretch your ears out before you like, you're like, what? I'm not gonna play it then. Like I don't, it's not that good. Like that's just the truth. And
Okay, so basically
you know,
the game itself is technically fine. They just fucked up a lot in communication.
It was just time gating, which I honestly personally didn't mind as long as it worked at the time. Like, I don't know. I think it was fine because you got the chance to basically complete everything before like more content came out. Like by time gating.
If you are like if you are a normal like good and honest human being, it doesn't affect you, right? But like you have to remember like who's trying to play this game, and it's like the people that are adamant in trying to call for tower fan. The biggest L that like I think kind of actually killed their reputation. I'm like, I can't find exactly where they said it, but it was reported that they themselves tried to advertise themselves as the Genshin killer, which is haha, like GG's, like that is an immediate, that is like an immediate shoot to your reputation.
It failed.
Yeah, because that's like a meme that people like to talk about, but no one unironically should be saying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
I have a friend reporting that they're able to do rerolls for 30 pulls in about 20 minutes. Is that about accurate, or?
I don't see how that's possible.
That's what I'm saying.
20 minutes?
They felt really long. They said
They
said it took them 21 minutes for 30 pulls.
It depends, like, from when they started measuring to when they finished, but there is 20 minutes of unskippable cutscenes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hello.
Not gonna be here long. Just hanging out until I start my own stream.
Fair enough.
All good, bro.
Yeah.
Why is this wolf kind of look like Blade from fucking Elden Ring, bro? What is this guy?
Got my shit scheduled for in like about 15 minutes, and I'm just gonna handle all the other stuff before that happens. I have to wake up early for this nonsense. The life of a fucking European.
Imagine being
I can't find the one that's good for this puzzle.
I'm gonna try and spoil myself as little as possible. So I'm just hearing words right now, and I'm just like, oh, sure, I'll just... I guess that means something. Oh.
Yeah, that means something.
Wait, important question. Haven't tested it myself, so there's no way for me to know. But in case you guys, have, does anyone know if your echo, or like the echo being in ghost form on the ground, will that ever disappear?
I have no idea, but I just walked up upon a group of like soldiers that killed a random enemy, and it dropped as an echo, and I would have had no idea if I just didn't come across them.
That is fucking horrifying, by the way, that it worked.
Wait, do the monsters respawn? Can you just AFK farm echoes?
No,
no, they take like a day to respawn.
Oh, well.
Yeah, nice try, buddy. This is not Warframe.
Did you?
Hey.
Who the fuck got 3 5-stars with 2 of them being my boy? Who the fuck?
Yeah, someone in my Discord got it.
Let me guess. You got my guy as well.
Who's
Yep.
your guy?
You know what? I'm just gonna re-roll until I get one of the 3 I want, and then I'll get Colcharo on the selector banner with money.
Perfect.
Like,
That's
not
a good
gonna
way
lie.
to put it.
Like, not gonna lie, guys. I don't really care.
I've seen the look I got.
I think being
Understandable.
upset at other people being lucky will bring me nothing but anger. So.
Okay.
So healthy of you.
Bring up
Lame.
I think that sounds a little bit too reasonable.
Too reason. I am
We're unreasonable here.
No,
That
I'm a
sounds
gacha.
boring.
I'm a gacha creator. I think what I have to do is I have to complain about it on Twitter and then get the angry mob against you.
Boy,
I
Kachara.
got-
That's pretty good as well.
Or is it
You can also
in-game?
tag Tectone. That works really well.
Oh right, yeah. I should. I mean, the thing is, if I attack Tectone, yeah, I'll get the support of Twitter, and then I'll direct it towards you.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Because you know you.
You
Because, I'm actually.
How to farm Tectone for views.
Because I'm actually gonna say you're a fraud. You're not reliable. I'm gonna say that you have relations.
He's already reacted to Rib, bro. GG.
Oh my god, eat your morph.
Yeah, you're
but I mean,
behind.
that's fine.
You're behind. You're behind.
Yeah, actually,
I'll
what do you
take
say?
the mod if he counts, but I want that.
He was talking. I think he reacted. Well, I know for sure he
What?
reacted to MTash, who used Rib's information for his tier list.
3 of my vids in his stream, uploaded 2 of that, and then also MTeshed vid. So 4 in total.
There you go. Look at that.
I love.
Tectone is
Logging,
just like the wrong person to watch my videos.
I love logging on the Genshin Impact on the day of Fuwa's release.
Yeah, I
It's
barely,
awesome.
heard that. Holy shit, my bad.
Okay, I'm just saying, Genshin, you got one shot at getting me back, which is giving me just at least one good Chlorian piece. If you can't even do that, what's the point?
He certainly thinks he's right a lot.
What, Tectone?
I mean,
Yeah.
Alright,
I saw him. I only really saw him react to MTash, his tier list, when I think he was talking about the Pride Win tier list. I think. I don't know. One of those videos.
Oh, my
It was like, he's not completely wrong, but he's certainly not completely right.
Wait, who?
This is Tectone reacting to MTash. I think it was just MTash tier list the day before
Yeah.
you guys did your thing.
But like, who's right, who's wrong?
Oh, no, I was saying Tectone is right and wrong, but like, it was always like, no, that's not why that is. No, that's not true.
When it comes to a gacha game, tier lists are never, they're never gonna.
I mean,
Honestly-
I think the idea that he has is actually pretty decent. Which is, like, whether or not the small details are right or wrong, I think is, you know, that's neither here nor there. But I think like what his intentions are pretty. So long as that's like truly like his only intentions, which is to like make the game as easily accessible for players as possible, I could never fault for something. I could never fault for.
That's half
What
true. 'Cause
Mentesh you mean?
I've seen him kind of do that. Yeah, I was gonna say MTash is a player who plays by feel. He knows that, and so he kind of just does what feels good, and that's generally speaking going to be a really good viewpoint for a casual player. But at least for this game, Tectone's setting himself up as he's like, I'm going to be a god gamer. I'm going to show everyone how good I am at this game. Like he's saying that's. By the way, I'm not hyperbolizing. He's saying
that is his exact words.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Wait,
So it's
wait. 2 things. First of all, naturalize, watch my Rover video. Secondly, to answer your question, yes, he does say that, but he also often enough says on stream it does not matter that you actually are good. The only thing what matters is that you make other people believe you actually are good, and that's exactly what Tectone is doing. He just wants to make other people believe he is good. Tectone has no fucking idea what he's talking about, and that is fine. I mean, that's his stream personality. I beg to differ that he is exactly like that in real life, 100%. And I mean, to be honest, it works incredibly well.
No, for sure, and like, you know, he very clearly, like, we're joking. If you try and talk shit on Twitter, he'll engage. He's like, yeah, no, I'm down. Let's farm clout.
Exactly.
But which is fine. I'm not saying it isn't. But when you say that, I mean, partially for the people who don't know what's going on, if they come to you for information, it's worth sort of explaining the situation. He has a lot of biases, is what I noticed. For example, he was like, Calcharo should be up there with Gian, and it's like, well, if you're a god gamer, maybe. But then he also would say, like, okay, Alto and Chishia are underrated because gun characters have high uptime. And it's like, is this a sweaty tryhard tier list that you're saying, or a casual? Because these are two different things you are describing right now.
I thought he said that the reason why he liked the gun characters was because he liked the fact that you could shoot from range. I thought
that's what I'm saying. That's the advantage they provide. You're not dealing necessarily more damage. It's higher uptime. They're doing animations, whatever. You get to keep hitting them. It's it's the reason that like a light bowgun or a heavy bowgun has higher practical damage in Monster Hunter.
Yep.
It's like, okay, Calcharo can't be S+ tier, and you care about Alto having higher damage uptime in the same tier list.
Like, I think my big thing when it comes to this game specifically is because the game is just so skill based inherently. I think like ranking characters based on like being like having a high skill floor to me doesn't matter that much, because the game is clearly trying to tell you, hey, this game is meant for people who like to go into a game and just absolutely fucking style on the enemy. Like I'm a goddamn ultra kill player. Like this game feels like for me,
Okay, but your argument falls apart the moment where any character exists, which is like where they don't have either a high skill ceiling nor a high skill floor. And to be honest, most characters don't have that.
I mean, that's true, but like I think having a high skill requirement is less damning than other people make it seem, just because like the game is marketing itself as a more skill-based game.
I think there's a limit. I feel like the Calcharo Yinlin gameplay seat, that's just not something everyone can do. But I haven't seen like anything short of that crazy skill canceling that anyone can't learn if they really wanted to.
Yeah, if you really want to.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, like, okay, admittedly, I definitely did not play as much what's it called, of the closed beta. I'm sure no one really got into it like that. But like, to be honest with you, like after I looked into it, dude, like the fucking I'm sure it'll be a little bit more like skill based later. I thought that parrying was like an on command thing that you had to do, like in the sense that like you always have access to it, and if you just time it well, you can. The fact that parrying is locked behind, like, you see gold thing, you press, and you're likely already pressing left click anyways, and you're like going to parry into it. That is a lot less skill expression than I thought it was going to be. Dodging, of course, I still think is quite good, but like in terms of like challenging the player. But I thought it would be like make sure you press Q at the exact perfect time, like how you would do in a game like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink or in like Dark Souls. It's not that. It's just like you're sitting there and you're like, oh, oopsies, I parried. Like, haha, give me my energy, thank you.
I don't know. This is how much he's
parrying.
supposed to be,
I'm so
but
happy.
he is just. His E keeps refreshing. I don't know if that's just S6 more heavy.
Again, this is just like my take. I don't know if you guys have like experienced different, but like every time that I've felt like I'm about to, beat up a boss with Rover, I'm like, uh-oh, I'm about to fuck. Oh, I parried it. Oh, he's staggered. Oh, he's dead. Okay, all right, well, okay, that was fun, I guess. And it is fun feeling. Don't get me wrong. It's just I definitely don't feel like I am some Giga Chad for.
I mean, there's one problem, which, to be honest, Dueling Steel, hi, well, thanks for the follow. So the big problem, in my opinion, is it's a mobile game.
Yes, I was gonna go add that at some point, but I have to say that I feel the best way of doing this is to go and instead of giving a tier list, just make nuanced comments about characters themselves, and then leave it up for the person to decide, right? You can give the pure, perfect skill answer, but trying to involve skill issues into calculations and feeling and clear times and damage is extremely hard, right? you can go and try and make 3 different baselines and pull them off that.
Real fun.
It's more of a tier list issue, but if anything.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, the tier list, the only issue that anyone could even have with tier lists that we have right now is that every motherfucker on the planet made one before the game came out, and everyone knew behind the scenes that the characters were changing. So it's like
okay, but we have to be honest. There are some people who made their tier list already knowing those changes and having them in mind. Probably, maybe, I'm not too sure, but probably that was the case for a few people around. And then there have been
specific.
Yeah, I don't really know anybody, you know, no person directly, but I think it's very likely that is the case.
Yeah, someone has dreams.
Yeah, I think as well.
Don't you think, like, don't get me wrong, like, I know there are very well-rested individuals who are also good at math, but like, don't you think it's like a little crazy, or like, don't you think it's kind of crazy that people, without being able to necessarily back up that info because they were dreaming, that it's like a little bit ridiculous for them to go like, oh yeah, and like, here's for sure how strong Kalcharo is gonna be. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but people believed it.
Yeah, I know. That's the crazy part. It's not their fault either, but I think, like, you know, it's like...
That's my problem. You know, there are really good people out there who also have a really good idea what they are doing. For example, if I would just take another example. Yeah, for example, let's take Sid Neymar. Sid Neymar, for example, I think has some really good videos. His videos are well edited. The data he provides is probably right. My problem is I cannot say if it's right or not. That is my problem, because he doesn't share any insights. So people just believe that his calculations are correct, and that's it. And I mean, that works out for him, and that is great. I personally just don't like that, because I like to
I'm not a fan of that.
know, like, what is the reason that it is this good. Like, you know, give me a chance to make it believable by telling me how you exactly did that. And if he doesn't share his calculations, there's no way that he can ever be proven correct, but there's also no way that he can ever be proven wrong, and that's probably why he doesn't do it.
I mean, isn't that again, like, if you just roll it all back though, isn't that just the problem with the tier list beforehand? I mean, that's the point, right? Like, you want math, but you can't give the math because the game's not fucking out. So obviously you can't stop people too from making content. Look, I sure as fuck was not. It sure as fuck did not stop me from doing that. You know, doing my math and making my guides and shit. But at the same time, I think that's why I wouldn't go so far as to like blame people for making content. I don't know if I would say I would blame the audience per se for consuming it too readily, but that's literally it, right? Like, if there was no desire to watch a pre-release tier list, no one would fucking do a pre-release tier list, right? Like, it's supply and demand, you know.
I just want to answer a chatter here. High inflated deck. Yes, there is a reason for that. And I'm showing it right now on screen. So basically, if you see at the simulation training, you can choose between experience for your character or experience for your weapons. And by doing so, you will spend 40 wave plates, and on average, you will get 956 XP per wave plate spent. If you do the bosses, you will get about half of that. However, bosses, so you know, this already takes into account that they are more expensive. If you just go by 40, it's more. But you also get those breakthrough items. And the problem is, that is the only way how you get breakthrough items. You need these breakthrough items for your skills, for your weapons, and for your resonators to ascend them. Can you publish this sheet? I mean, sure. Like, keep in mind there's no sample size, you know?
Everything from your stuff is now like free to use, right? No, I shouldn't say free to use, but
no,
it's like
not everything. Feel free to post that somewhere.
Is it like public though?
Which one? Which parts?
Like any, okay, not like, okay, let me phrase it. Like, we won't be like fucked in the ass if we like talk about what you posted, right? Like, I need the.
Oh, no.
Like, we're safe by this point, right?
We are safe, but I will still not share some of my sheets for quite a while. So the problem is, I want to, for example, I mean, I will Can't really show this right now. That's the problem.
You get the sheet when the guide comes out, not a minute before.
Yeah, basically. So, I mean, some sheets I technically could already publish, and some sheets I will already publish, because the problem is that I will not be here on the weekend. So, yeah. Like, it's... Oh, wait. Oh! 10 Astride. Wait, I have to get the Astride. No! This guy.
I think that the person who said they did a 21-minute reroll is high. I lapped when I... You know, the moment you are, it says you are Union level 1, you were dropped on the planet. After I think you beat Crownless. I don't care how much of a god gamer you are. If you tapped him and killed him in one hit, I marked 18 minutes and 30 seconds. And I probably took a minute to beat Crownless, which is not lightning fast, but there's no way. There's no way you can do it.
Dungeon needs the Strive to say core from the Crownless, right?
Let's do this and feel my wrath.
You don't have to. Is the reason why I'm not able to outro with Arena that quickly just because I don't have her weapon? Or are you just not supposed to care about her outro?
No, you care about her outro, but you do need the concerto from Variation.
I'm like sitting here, I'm
the
like,
numbers
yo,
good.
what the fuck is going on here, bro?
Oh, happy if you like it, Healing still. Thank you. Appreciate it. Any feedback, welcome.
What I really hope to see most content creators provide evidence, because like that phase happened in Genshin, where
It's
honestly,
man,
Genshin.
Have you seen the? No, wait. Have you seen the Gacha podcast at Techdown stream today?
I've never watched them. No.
So that was horrible for me to watch. Like absolutely horrible. And if Grim would have watched that, he probably would have lost his entire mind. Like, only Vulcan was able or tried to kind of stop that too much misinformation is being spread. It was such a slaughterfest on misinformation.
I don't have a VOD of it. I never got to watch it.
Very incredible. I mean, that was not Tecton's fault, you know? Tecton just told that, but every single person who was attending there was just spreading whatever they had in their mind, which is fine, but they state it as a fact. And that's a problem.
yeah, I'm okay if you give your opinions, but if you're gonna go label them as facts, now that's completely different.
I mean, they don't say, hey, it is a fact, but the way of how they speak made it sound like it was a fact, you know?
I mean,
for example, I love EU as a dude. He's a super cool dude, but he was like saying like, oh, for Encore you need so many animation cancels, and then you need to do this instant whatever. Like he was referencing fighting games, which in theory is fine. The problem is Encore doesn't need any of that. You only need to animation cancel exactly one singular ability, and that is her fucking 4-second channel, a 4-second channel. You have literally 4 seconds of time to animation cancel that by swapping out.
Hey, I want to play devil's advocate for a second.
Okay, do it.
No cap. No one is going to fight them on it, and I'm sure they aren't even super sold on what they're saying, because the game.
No, of course not, and that is fine. I'm just personally, I'm not a huge fan of having things sound a certain way. That makes sense.
I am also kind of team, like, I don't gain anything from being wrong, or I don't gain anything from being right while spreading misinformation. So I'm also, like, not very, like, I don't want to say I'm, like, okay, I am definitely a little weak spine, but I'm also kind of like a fence sitter, not because I want to be a fence sitter, but because I know that there's probably some motherfucker out there that, like, just randomly spent, like, their entire life dedicating this moment to go, actually, Connor, I spent the last 17 hours hypothesizing about Wuthering Waves in the bathroom, and you're fucking wrong. And then I'm like, oh, well, can't beat the guy that took a shit on me for 17 hours. Like, I guess I lose. Like, that's just...
I mean, that's fine, but it's not like any of those have done that. Vulcan has done that because Vulcan is in good contact with Grim. So he gets information from a person who I know I can trust. you know, that is something very different. You can notice that because Volcom was constantly trying to make sure that things don't get out of hand, basically. And obviously he can't do that with his 10 people because the other 10 people also have to talk.
Who else was doing it? I'm trying to find a VOD on one of their channels.
Literally just go to Twitch. I mean, it will be uploaded on Tecton's channel probably in the next hour or something. We do different games on Fridrin too. I don't do any games on Fridrin. I'm not affiliated with them.
It'd be so funny if they like deleted all of Vulcan parts.
But if you want to go talk about something and you want to know about something, why don't you just go to people who do know and then base your
Okay, wait. I have a Giga Omega hot take on that. I know it sounds like I'm defending like the people that are just clueless because I'm one of them, but okay, I'll keep it a buck. I both kind of laughed at and pointed fingers at people that were making content that I felt like was a little bit cap, because it was like, I think I've said this like maybe 10 times already. Like the formula for pre-release Wuthering Waves was, again, Narushio background featuring Riven spreadsheet, and then analysis based on Riven's spreadsheet. And that was a lot of people, myself included, no joke, for like the first like 3 weeks. And if you go through and literally if you look at any post before this point, I went out of my way because I didn't know I was going to be on the live stream, Riv, until like the day before when I win the lose. Like he messaged me. And I was like, oh my fucking god! I thought we were just gonna do some fucking meme post, like me and I win to lose. And then he was like, no, like we're gonna have the boys on. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I went out of my way to go look into it, and I'm like looking, and it's fucking MPash has got like super deep analysis, you know, and like feels crafting or whatever, like, you know, based off of your post. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then I'm thinking about it. All right, well, I Win to Lose also made like a 15 like beginner guides and trick, and he's like literally sitting in the Discord, or you know, like talking in like our theory crafting like channels, talking about like, oh yeah, and like the frame data here, like, oh, is this actually right? And then you have fucking like Riv, who's the guy that made the fucking sheet that everyone's doing the math off of. And I was sitting there, I'm like, I don't contribute anything. Like, where am I supposed to find this new information? I don't have the game. And if I go look, and that's what I did, I went onto like YouTube and stuff to go find out, like, oh, where can I find this information? It's all based off of Riv. So then I was like, so what was the point of having a fourth person if one person is the Feels Crafter, the other is the host, and like someone that's like doing their math?
No,
like,
you have been a great.
You know?
So
I got the answer.
Don't undervalue yourself there, please.
What you need is to be the disruptor. I made Riv calculate Baiji and Verena as a double support for Calcharo, just to see if that was a viable strat. He loved every moment of it. He loved every moment of it. He thought it was a great idea from start to beginning. It turns out it's not the greatest.
No, I did not love every moment of that.
He loved every moment of it. We were bonding. Okay. But that's just what you got to do. You just gotta disrupt. They think they have their opinions and numbers. And you just gotta throw shit at them.
So there are two sides to that. So first of all, there are people who take my sheets. They actually look at them and they find mistakes. You know, that is very normal because the game is not out. There are things, you know, I'm also apparently human, and I do mistakes. That just happens. The only important part is that my mistakes, yeah, probably. But I hope, I just hope, you know, the only thing is I can make mistakes. However, those mistakes cannot be big ones. You know, if the weapon now is a 17% damage increase or a 17.5% damage increase, that's not gonna change much. However, if I'm telling people my augment weapon, you know, the weapon augment is 40% better than the best R5 version, that would be a pretty big thing, which I would just get ripped apart for. And it's a really difficult thing, so I'm very happy if people use my sheets, but I just wish more people would actually think about that, why it is that like that, and like use their own brain.
A lot of people that see these, they don't really care about the actual sheet itself. They just want the number and then don't care. It's
just like
really annoying. Yep, and with Genshin, you get people that will just screenshot their sheets and then not actually post the sheets.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
but
telling you too. If you like, you guys know like those eye trackers that people do. If there was an eye tracker for Riv's sheet, I swear to God, bro, every like I'm not kidding. In my history are 5 or 6 separate videos of people looking for like specifically where Riv talks about the DPS, and he does it in that like, well, the only section that really talks about it in like in a digestible, you don't have to understand the whole sheets sort of manner, is that one part where he compares the DPS increase that you gain from like putting on certain weapons. And lo and behold, it was like the low-hanging fruit. They were like, "Oh, okay, like, dude, look, this spreadsheet guy said that like you gain the most value like out of this weapon if you decide." And that was just regurgitated 5 times. And I don't, look, again, I get it. I respect the hustle. I'm not gonna put anyone down for, you know, getting their information or getting out like their hustle however they get it. But at the same time, like they're not saying anything new. So that's why, like, for me, I just felt. Like, I felt like
there's no game and there's no content, so people were just like the smallest thing.
It's just like, why would I watch you if I could go to the, like, I don't know, maybe that's just like the flaw.
No, you're definitely right about that.
If there's like a personality aspect, but yeah, that's
it's
why
like,
I'm here. I was like, hey, everyone's using this guy's sheets.
Yeah, right.
But the thing is, I'm not a single point of truth, you know?
No.
And, I mean, in the end, it is also what helped my channel to grow like it did now in a relatively short amount of time.
Yeah.
And in the end, I just hope that it stays that way.
But I also used you, because you're the first entry point to like this theory crafting, to find the other people. So I was like, oh, okay, I went to these guys some things. And it's like that, you know, like it was, there's like different circles, right? There, in terms of popularity and all that. And it was easy to enter the nerd space.
Yeah, but I mean, that is honestly the same as I do, you know? Just theoretically speaking, I should never share any knowledge I have. Because the moment where I share my knowledge to Goba or to I Win to Lose, those are my direct competitors and they have way bigger channels than I have. If I give them information I have, they are easier able to make a guide and can do faster, and that hurts my channel. Because we are direct competitors. However, what I can do is I can trade my knowledge for exposure. You know, that is the same thing. And for example, as you said, you are using me to get into this Discord server, for example. That's not how it works.
No. That's not what I meant.
No, but I mean, in the end, it's fair. Because
but that's so much more manipulative than I meant in terms of like a YouTube algorithm circle.
Fair enough. I know what you mean, you know, and I actually think it's a positive thing, and I think it's good that you do that. Because in the end, you are giving something to me, which is you do help me moderate this Discord server, which I could not do without you guys. That is not possible. I need mods. I cannot do that. And in exchange, if I can give you really good connections and can help you kickstart your own YouTube channel, please do so. You know, I would love to. So I personally think it's just a very fair trade-off overall.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? And in the future, hopefully, there should be much more people doing TC for WoW, so we can have multiple sources for everything. And then, yeah. Then we just all have to go crowd around with one.
Yeah,
who's the early math guy?
Really bad time for me, so I just wasn't able to do any real like full sheets myself. Just unfortunate, but.
That's okay. I could do that instead.
I'm trying to remember. There's a guy who was, I want to say the most popular theory crafter for a little while. It was like Fish or something.
Dish?
Huh?
Dish, yeah. Was Dish TC? No,
I don't think
so. No, I don't think it was Dish. I think it was Fish. Fish and something.
The fuck are we talking about now?
You need like probably the early PQMers, so like Arden and rest. The Jeff was pretty early.
Oh, I was wrong. It's Jinx.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and so like I you know, you watch a lot of Genshin shit. Okay, you can all have access to the game. You're just guzzling whatever content you
So,
can. because you can't
I actually want to ask, not to ask, I actually want to answer my viewer who is now waiting since like 10 minutes for a fucking answer. So, sorry if this question has already been touched upon earlier in the stream, but how impactful do you think the 1.2 changes are compared to what we knew about the CVT2? Those changes have been quite massive. So, Encore, for example, has been nerfed by around 15%. Calchado, I don't know how much he has been nerfed because I only had his new numbers in that dream. So I already dreamed that he was gonna get nerfed, you know? I cannot tell you how much of a nerf it was for Calchado, but I think those have been very fair nerfs. So I think those nerfs have been quite strong, but yeah.
Just so you guys know, there is a quest, an exploration quest called "We Promise We Deliver." Unless if I
promise,
they can. That one is impossible.
Define impossible.
You have to fight level 90s in an area that burns you at about 10% per second. So I don't know about you guys.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah.
I was in a area where I was burning, but I don't know about.
Tell Rex on that suppose.
Okay, I just didn't upgrade it. I mean, it's probably because I haven't invested. I'm kind of still trying to pull on. I'm trying to get Gion.
If you think about it, it's a DPS gain for Donjin.
That is true. Oh my god.
You see, somebody here has a really big brain. What do I do now?
Well, I haven't even looked at my skills yet. I've just been exploring.
Oh my god. I'm getting cyberbullied by an enemy.
Back. You're back. So Jian got even better now comparatively? No, Jian got worse comparatively. But that is... I mean, it's hard. I mean, yeah, I guess he... I guess, yes.
Yes,
he gets better in comparison to how the other ones have been before. The problem is, we already all knew that Jian is gonna be really good, but we had no idea how good the other units would be. So, for example, Encore especially has been such an incredibly busted unit. It wasn't fun. I'm positive the guy is stuck on protecting 3 pillars and a lot of level 90s spawn in. Possibly. There was any buff in the changes.
The follow-up message.
I mean, Dungeon received a buff some time ago. I wouldn't know exactly when that was, of course, but I think she received a buff. Oh, there, here, look, who was it with the impossible quest? My chat is calling you. Yeah, my chat is calling you out. You need to use an explosive spare to one-shot them. It's literally in the quest.
You need what?
Explosive spare.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm just dog shit. It's okay. It's okay.
You're supposed to read the quests before doing them.
Hey man, I was having a deep conversation in
then I can't read.
Yep, and I'm illiterate. Actually, I'm blind as a bat. I don't know if I've ever told you guys that.
You didn't, but it's fine.
I have hearing braille right now.
He can't see color. Sorry.
I want you guys to take a guess. If any of you guys are familiar with glasses prescriptions, what do you guys think my prescription is?
120.
I am not, so I'm just gonna say 6.
I am. So I'm nearsighted, like very nearsighted. I have 1300 in each eye.
That seems high.
Yeah, it's pretty abnormal. I don't think I've ever met someone with worse vision than me before. Like
I don't know, relatively speaking, but I can say that I knew a guy in high school who had a lot of vision problems, and his vision was getting consistently worse, like year by year, measurably, and he was pretty worried that one day he'd become legally blind.
I am legally blind, but I mean, you keep the glasses on, you're okay for the most part. If you're blind, like then it is what it is. But Legally Blind, I think, is literally over like 600 or something.
Yeah.
Or something.
Wait.
Well, I don't know. He said he was starting to learn Braille because he was very worried about.
Okay, all right, man. All right, okay. Let's like you just gotta wear your glasses more.
I don't know. I'm just repeating what I heard. This was over a decade ago.
I mean, yeah.
No, it's not.
Is Ivan to lose still streaming or?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go and ask if he wants to join.
Man, I asked him like 4 hours ago and he said okay later. I mean, for 3 days is also later. I miss my dude.
For every hour he's playing, we
Yeah,
execute
but before he
another
comes,
Lucia.
I'm gonna get a coffee because surprisingly I'm getting tired at 8 AM after I'm awake now for some hours. I don't know. So I'm gonna get a coffee and probably also gonna go smoke one. Good. I will be back in a few minutes. You guys are friendly and entertain my chat, alright?
Okie dokie.
Good, thank you.
Shirt's coming off again.
Guys, what do? We've got free rate of chat.
Ooh.
How do we abuse power? I don't know. First thing you do when the streamer in the chat.
Yeah, so for everyone new, I think Riv was saying how Ling Yang was his favorite unit now with all the buffs.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's not real. That's not real.
If he becomes actually like
No,
one of the best
no.
units in the game. Just because of the fucking animation changes.
Just imagine Zhongli moment. They just go buff the shit out of it. Make him good
No,
unit.
I'm doing
To the top
a
DPS.
Ling Yang quest right now, but I haven't got to try him yet.
His animations are so fire. Just damage aware.
No, God.
His damage isn't even like that bad if his hitboxes were fixed.
Oh my
With
god.
Riv's math, I'm using Riv's math here. It's not that bad.
Okay, I am confused. I have encountered a fog and I just get teleported outside every time I get anywhere near it. What do?
How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
This is a really big fog.
Becomes a Paimon.
What I found? Oh, I found a hologram.
This is on my way to unlocking.
Let's go ask.
Yeah, he's got sequence 0 Ling Yang at 24k. That's fine. Let's see the comparison. Let's go to our boy Leon. Or Gian. Like 28k. It's not that much worse. It's worse, but it's not like unusable.
Something that I was talking to Goba about, 'cause I was asking him, and I was talking to LP about how he was saying how like elemental damage is technically not that much worse than, or sorry, having like 1 arrow, 1 attack percent is not technically that much worse than double elemental percent.
Yeah.
But something that Goba mentioned in the math, and I don't know if Riv actually ended up doing the math on it, was that the little snip that I had didn't have a buffed up rotation as like the calc for it. But then like you get a little bit more complicated because then it's like, okay, well, like what is a rotation? Like what does a buffed up rotation entail? Like who are you gonna have? Like how likely is it for you to have the buffs? Which is why I don't know if Riv has been taking into account the buffs or not. Not necessarily that you have to, but
He's starting.
yeah, and it's not easy either, to be clear. Like that's a pain in the neck. But technically speaking, if you're going to be doing that sort of math, you do need to consider like, are we really going to say that we're not going to have, you know, like the healer set that gives you attack after an outro? Probably not, right? Like you're probably going to have that, and or Vermina, and or Baiji, like one of those. You're doing damage, unless if you're just playing for fun, in which case don't watch the video.
Oh, interesting. One of Riv's viewers mentioned that there's sound to the video that's playing for the short break, which is conflicting with our voices. Uh-oh.
Not much we can do about that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not bad, maybe he brought his phone. As you wish.
I mean, but then he'd have to come back. I mean, someone can message him, but...
Is Gion skill really a DPS loss? Because it feels so fast and I feel like you can cancel that into another strike. I'm confused.
I mean, you kind of need it for energy, no?
Well, like during his ultimate.
I'm not sure actually. I've not experimented too much.
Well, isn't
I played Gion a bit, but he's not someone I particularly enjoyed. I think his attacks are way too long. And he doesn't really want swap cancelling, so long attacks when you need to dodge is kind of annoying for me.
Not fine for me. It's just I feel like I used a skill and it instantly went into a dragon attack right away, which is just like doesn't really feel like much. But maybe there's just like some combo extender. Oh, there it is.
So the same person's asking what the Gion gameplay is. I'm pretty sure that the Gion gameplay is you only really want to be on field to use, you know, skill fort ult and then skill out, and during your ults you're just spamming heavies. But there's a whole video. It's pretty similar as well to basically any ult transformation like Encore.
Sorry, repeat it. You said the way that you're supposed to play him is just skill.
The person was yeah. I said that you use like skill to generate ult, you know, because you're hopefully generating ult charge. Otherwise, that's supposed to get you into ult. You get into ult, you spam heavy attacks. I think there's a more specific rotation, if slightly, and then you ult or skill again when your ult ends to generate more energy, and then you rotate out to your, you know.
Do you really get enough energy just by skilling? You don't have to like basic at all.
He needs a lot of energy recharge.
If you have the ER from other people, we're talking ideal here.
I think it was
Hey,
around
any noticeable
40 to
buffs
50.
nerfs in release that changed some of your opinions? I heard Cloud Shadow got nerfed. Yes, it did got nerfed. No, it did not change any opinions. It's still the same as it was on my sheet.
Dreams are the same.
It might
Yeah,
it might
exactly.
be better if you want to phrase it this way, Rip, to say that like if you want to just say that he went from OP to where he is now, because I think that's like.
I mean, he is still very good.
Yeah.
He still has the highest possible DPS if you can play him well.
You're wide open.
One of your viewers mentioned something that's, you know, probably important, which is when you leave and have the video playing, it's overlapping with people talking. So.
Oh, that's a fair point. I forgot that there's sound in there.
Yeah,
My
just
bad.
consideration.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Tell truth from facade.
That is a good point. I forgot that there was sound on there.
I still can't
Oddly
find
enough,
the gate.
Next time, just zoom in on Tauchi while you leave.
Rivenous.
And usually I don't have a Discord chat open next to that where people are talking, so that's why I usually have like a video running there.
How would you play Dungeon Overworld? Wouldn't you rather just play MC at that point?
But yeah, Rivenous, I'm kind of confused for like the skill and ult interaction for Gion, because like whenever I use skill during ulti, it's pretty fast to the point where I go back into the dragon combo. So is it really a DPS loss, or like, well, what's like the actual math around it?
If you do that, you get one possible hit in. Well, less in. So usually you can get 5 to 6 hits in during your ultimate, including, you know, you have to stay realistic a little bit, possibly dodging, whatever. If you use your skill 1, even though it's quite fast. I mean, technically seen, you could, you know, do you see my screen? I know you don't see my screen. My screen?
Yeah.
See that? That was his E. You can jump cancel it.
Yeah.
Technically you can do that. You can jump cancel auto attack while you're in your ultimate. That is something you technically could do.
But letting the
But-
full E go through, wow. Because the thing is, it It feels like the dragons appear right after you E, and then you just spam.
Yeah,
left click.
it's still a little bit too slow, I think. In my opinion, but again, you know, yeah, it's basically no. I would argue it's similar to Hu Tao and Genshin, actually. You know, this was also backwards E. You can E backwards, you can E sidewards. And the damage will still come through, and technically you can.
Oh, so if you just E and then dodge it, or cancel it.
You can even input buffer stuff. For example, just like I did right here. So for example, wait a second. Look at my Q, so my little dragon here. That has been 3 skills at once. You can technically even get an auto attack then. But it's not necessarily easy and not realistic to pull off consistently, but especially since bosses usually move and parry and attack, and that's why we didn't include it.
In terms of swapping while you're putting your gorilla out, is the gorilla supposed to do like 2 hits? Because it looks like it just disappears after I swap out. Or do I have to wait
it's
for
supposed to
the
be 2 hits, yeah.
Do I have to wait for the
We
gorilla
also
to hit,
should
or
do
can I
that.
just swap right away after the Milton?
1 second, sorry. But is this the boss gorilla?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't swap immediately before the attack. You need to let the attack go through a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
like
swap
0.5 seconds.
and then I
Did
drop
they
the
fix
axe.
Ling Yang? I don't think so. But to be fair, I haven't played him yet, and I hope I won't have to play him.
I mean,
Also,
I'm gonna be honest,
I was wrong.
he didn't feel that bad to play. If he gets hit a lot, then like I could understand. We're not even in content where that.
Yeah, we would need to test that, but it's too early. Like
according to your
Actually,
counts,
just
I was wrong. He's better than an S3 dungeon.
Interesting.
Dungeon is
Oh,
kind of
sorry.
cheating, though. Let's be honest.
Ling Yang
my
is
deck
better
is,
than
bro?
S3 dungeon.
Yeah.
So, and also someone asked if. Yeah, I mean,
Well, I mean, it's not that unreasonable to get. Well, actually, S3 is kind of unreasonable to get if you think about
I
it.
mean, you're not
It's
gonna
4 pulls.
like, yeah. If you're gonna
Yeah,
get
but-
Gion without failing your 50-50, odds are you're only getting at like S2.
Yeah, like how many rolls are you doing this Gion guy? You know what I mean? Because like, what are the odds of getting Dan Jin on the banner?
I mean, if you get a purple every 10 or so, it's going to be more than that. You're going to roll on average, 69 pulls, so you're going to get like 6 to 8 purples per 5-star.
Is it only? It's not only Dan.
No, wait, you get 55 rolls per 5-star is what we were thinking.
I can
Is
probably
Danjin
answer.
the only guaranteed one to do it though? Or sorry, is Danjin the only character on the only purple on the banner?
No, there's
It's
3.
Danjin, Chixia, and Mortefi.
Yeah, then isn't it like kind of unrealistic if you're only doing?
You're going to get like 2 of her for
Yeah,
every
yeah, but-
5-star.
Yeah, I got lucky and I got 6. More Teffis.
So you fail pity, you get yourself. Or my point is like I'm not saying he's not the worst 5-star, but by your calcs, Riv, he's not that bad. He's only 4K below what's his face, which is like
4,000 is kind of a lot though. if you
it's
think
a lot, but it's 20% less versus Dungeon and Rover's 30-something% less.
what are we looking at?
Yeah, but he's a 5-star, isn't he?
Ling, yes, he is a 5-star, and that is sad. I'm not saying he has an unfair advantage, but he has the advantage. If you're not using Calcharo or an Encore or Gian,
I think
it's
else
like
for tonight. Hope the rest of your stream goes great. I'm looking forward to see more content. Thank you. I do wish you a good night, I guess. Day wherever you are. Thanks for stopping by.
Don't you also think it's kind of like one of those things where, like, there's not enough characters in the game right now in general and/or period, so it's always gonna feel kind of bad from like a DPS point of view, and like between the 5-stars that you have access to,
I mean,
most of them are just DPSs, aren't they? Or like pseudo DPS.
I mean, okay, let counter argument. We have Encore. Encore has no support for her yet. like no really good support. She has technically seen, sure, Sanhua, but Sanhua is only a, let's call it okay support.
It's a little cope.
Question.
Why is it
Wait,
cope?
counter to the counter argument.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Sanhua is a little cope. She doesn't have anything super perfect.
But that's what.
Counter to
Okay,
the counter argument. When are you gonna unlock TOA?
Wait,
When do you think the average person unlocks TOA?
level 15, like every other person.
No, I mean no, not that. I mean like how long do you think it'll take for someone to hit level? Like the average person to hit level.
I'm almost 14 right now.
I'd say I'm playing like the average person right now.
cannot say.
I'm just going for.
I haven't
every
done really any quests at all either, so.
Yeah, like I literally cannot answer you the question because my perception of time in games like Genshin or probably Wuthering Waves as well is completely skewed.
Well, I'm just thinking like, how important is it for you to find like the perfect encore right now, if we don't necessarily even have the ability to like build the characters that are with her yet, and or need to get her to that point where she needs like a perfect support? Because we all agree,
sure.
right? Like,
but what do you want to base it on? You know, when you make any tier list or want to evaluate a character's strength, you cannot evaluate it on mid-game content.
well, that's not really what I mean, because you said that one of her best supports is Sanhua, right?
Yes.
And the reason why I'm like bringing this up is because one of the strongest things about Sanhua is that we're all eventually going to get her. You just need a little bit of time, right? So like,
Discord,
technically,
thank you for the Prime Gaming sub.
so like, technically, no, all good. Thank you for the Prime, sir. So long as you can stall out and or not need to do TOA until you get Sanhua through some means, isn't it fine to have Encore?
I mean, yeah, sure, Encore is
Because then
fucking
you could,
lovely, but
you know what I mean? Because you could even say the same thing about Kalcharo, right? It's
Yeah,
like
sure.
Kalcharo no Yinlin, and we're using Yuanwu, who I'm sure is about like comparable to Sanhua Encore, right? And then if you really want like the bullshit, okay, we're really gonna go Jian Yang right now. Like, is that like, we're gonna tell them to pull for the 5-star when everyone wants
Yes.
to pull Yinlin? Like,
yes.
you know what I mean? Each of these I think has like big cons, just based on like what's been presented in like theory crafting.
Yeah, I mean,
I think,
sure.
you know.
But so before I give a counter argument to your counter argument to my counter argument,
Yeah.
Sunless,
Thank you, Dan.
thank you for your prime. Much
I mean, is the
appreciated.
premise of this that is
So,
the premise of this argument that you think that he was disparaging Encore? Because I thought that we said she's good despite not having a support,
Yes.
even Sanhua.
So
Oh, did you say despite? Oh, I thought you were
Yes.
saying.
Yeah.
I thought.
No,
Oh,
it is
my bad. I
despite.
misinterpreted.
No, she's
So-
just pretty ridiculous even by herself.
yes. Let's give. I have to take some screenshots and show them on screen.
Yeah, because like in a vacuum, they're similar. The one thing, and well, he's getting it. The one thing about Kalcharo is right now, or not right now. When Yinlin comes out, Kalcharo is as strong as he will ever be. Ever. He will never get stronger than that. He has the perfect synergy with Verena and Yinlin. He has attack, he has damage, he has electro, and he has whatever ult. And those are exactly the 4 stats that he wants. You know, in order, top 4. There's just, unless someone gives exactly the same buffs but better, it won't get better for him. And by then, you're going to have a better electro DPS. Encore doesn't have that yet.
So if we look at this, on the left is Jian. The cheat is public, so it doesn't matter. On the right, you have Encore. You can see Jian with Mortifi, which will be his most common support, will get to around 51k DPS. If we go by Pritwin calculations, it would be 52k, so it's a little bit off. Well,
Okay.
I mean, it's similar, but let's keep that, you know? With her current best support, which is Sanhua S6, she would get to 50k, so very, very similar to Jian. And since not everybody will have S6, we will keep it at S0, just like Mortifi, she will get to 47k. And that is with you know, she doesn't have a support yet which buffs fusion damage and basic attack damage, for example. And if she would get that, she could get even higher. And I think she is probably the safest 5-star to pick. As long... Like, the thing is she does less damage than Calchado and less damage than Jian, but she's safer and easier to play than the other two. You don't really need too much energy recharge, you don't have to be on field much. Yes?
What do you think? Okay, let's say you have the average player. Like, okay, I don't want to say drools on themselves, average player, but like, you know, they maybe they don't look up YouTube, all right, or like this is the first time they looked up a video. Do you think that they will find Encore easier to play if they are getting hit all the time than someone like Jian or like any of the other characters? Okay. Well, if you're,
I would say yes.
I would argue yes as well. But the difference is that the tutorial for Encore is better than for example, Calchado. Calchado, for example, the tutorial is teaching you to weave your basic attacks, which is basic skill, basic skill, basic skill, basically play Riven. Which is how the character was designed. The problem is that's a DPS loss. So most people will play him like that, which is fine, but he will do considerably less damage. Compared to Encore, who will tell you, press ult, do your combo, go out. And you will not lose DPS, because that's exactly what you do with her. The only difference, what I would argue is fine, is that it's considerably harder to parry on Encore outside her ultimate, which most casual players will still do, than on Calchado. But they will notice it is really hard to parry, and then they probably either get good at it, or if they don't get good at it, well, unlucky.
Okay, like before I say this, am I misunderstanding? Like, to be clear, the only way and the only time that you do a parry is if they are like very choreo or like telegraphed and like have the gold ring. That's the only way to parry, right?
The gold ring is actually there's one more where if they have a red flash, you can parry it with specific echo skills. But besides that, yes.
Okay, so like it's conditional, and it's not like a condition in the sense of are you good enough? It's literally conditional, are you good enough, but also are they even going to allow you to parry? Like, I'm not misunderstanding this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then Encore doesn't really have a weakness, because like, let's be fucking real here. It's like, if you can't like get the couple times during a fight where you can parry and you know it's coming and all you have to do is spam left click, you're not even changing actually what you're fucking doing, and all you have to do is just
really easy to play.
Yeah, then yeah, I would say even more so then. I think like I came to like kind of the conclusion of it while I was thinking through it. A lot of I feel like what people were saying about why Encore was weak was specifically because they like people were saying, "Oh, but you can't parry this, you can't parry that." Dude, you do not actually parry that much. Or like if you do, that's fine, but like outside of if you are, is it Calcharo, the character that like specifically gains bonus from parrying, or is that Jian? I think it's Calcharo, right? Whichever character it is, that like gains something from parrying and is less ideal than just dodging. I mean, that character should just, I don't know, at least in my opinion, like I feel like that character should just not like, shouldn't they just be like the most overpowered, like Encore? Like you don't have any downsides, and she doesn't have like the same level of like care to her kit that other characters like Jian and all them have.
I will give you my honest opinion on that. I personally, just me by myself, think Encore is the most powerful character in the game, aside from. However, the problem is we are in a gacha space. And as dumb as it sounds, from personal experience, from other theory crafters, if you put certain characters above others, you will get death threats, literally. So at a certain point, you have to protect yourself, where you literally have to decide, okay, do I rate a character worse than I actually think, simply for protecting you of not getting death threats.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm personally doing. However, that, you know, it's fine. In the end, if it's S or S minus, because think that Encore is better than Yunlin doesn't matter. You know, like, it's a fucking random tier list. I don't care about it. And other people care about it, and that's okay.
I just feel like, again, I mean, I get it. Honestly, I feel like it would be the other way around. Like, low-key, I would feel like if it were a situation where you were saying that the waifu character was worse than the husband, you'd get the death threats, not the other way around. But I understand where you're coming from. But at the same time, I just feel like what's kind of like irritating to hear is that people are like, dude, Encore is, and you said it yourself, you're like, dude, how come people keep saying that Encore is hard to play? And like, what's the number one thing that you always hear people mention when Encore is hard to play? They're like, dude, you can't fucking parry with her basic attack. Well, like, again, I don't really think you're doing it that much, or like in such a frustrating way that like it needs to be like a primary like factor for you to consider. Like, yeah, you can't do it, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it is fair because the thing is, for example, Stepadu had this one video where he said basically exactly that, and a lot of people have been watching it. And the only thing he did is he showed she can do a lot of damage, and he was listing her weaknesses in a very, very objective way. And that was a really good video. However, people have never played this game. I mean, how should they? It was in closed beta, it is not out. So they only took this information, what they got, and said, oh, because of this, that must be the reason. And because of that, she is difficult. But Stepadu never said that. He never said she is difficult to play. People took that conclusion from their video.
So what you're saying is, fuck Stepadu, dude. Yeah.
No, exactly not. He is zero.
Stop beef. I'm all in.
Okay, let's start the beef here. Let's go. No, he is absolutely zero at fault. He has done absolutely nothing wrong there.
Yeah.
That is 100% on them.
I mean, I agree. And again, like, I don't have like the root for this, but yeah, like, I mean, I myself literally went through the cycle. I was like, even when I was like kind of assessing, talking about Encore, I was like, well, based off of word of mouth and like what I've heard about this character, she has like some issues, mainly the fact that she's difficult to play. Yeah. But that's just fucking cap because like I myself was not able to actually play it, right? But then like you very quickly, once you look at it yourself, you're like, do I actually like struggle to play this character? And I'm sure it'll take a while for people to like generally accept it. And someone on Reddit is willing to take the bullet, I'm sure, and fight with someone on Reddit and get the death threat themselves instead of me, which would be fucking pog. But like, you know, like,
oh, somebody is getting death threats. Pog.
Yeah, they're like, you know, I don't need to be the one that gets shot for the right opinion. You know what I mean? But like, that's kind of just like how Reddit informs, I think, unironically work. Like at some point, they all, as a hive mind, are like, wait a hey, fuck you, dude. Like, you're wrong. And then they beef and they fight. And then there's like a, you know, like there's a YouTube commentator that's like, yeah, look at this insane Reddit drama. And then they are like the impartial, like third party. But they're like, yeah, and like, look at this take. And then suddenly it's an agreed upon, like, it's like an agreed upon, like, perspective. And it's like, oh my God, actually this whole time, guys, according to this Reddit guy, and he's like willing to die by this take. Yeah, actually, Calcharo fucking sucks, and like, here's his map. Whereas, like, again, you're right. Like, if the content creator decided to do that, it's just not worth it sometimes, right? Like, it's just not worth it for you to like stick your neck out for like a fucking gacha game just to be like a little bit more right? Like, you're not in a tournament, you're not in like a competitive setting. But that's what I think is gonna happen. You just have to wait for the Reddit frogs to fight each other, and then once they fight each other, it's like we're fogging.
Reddit is a good source of information a lot of time. It is important to point out, in general, if you put a group of people together, they are going to come to a conclusion that does not necessarily make it the right conclusion. And there have been a lot of very important cases where that's happened. So they are not always right, even though they are usually a good source of a lot of information.
Yes, sure.
I mean, it's a hive mind. It's literally, you know, it's like the not to go off topic, although we are literally all probably just farming and doing side stories right now. You guys ever hear like the
side stories?
You guys ever hear the side quest? You guys ever hear that whole what was it? It was like a league thing I was gonna bring up.
Thank you for the follow, Elysian.
Fuck, why?
Guys, we discuss a little bit too much. I can't answer chat.
Fuck, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, somebody flamed me for not having unlocked premium yet.
Oh no, the horror.
So I have to tell you, well, have you unlocked premium yet? Also, he wanted to ask if dungeon tutorial teaches suboptimal techniques as well. I cannot tell you, I've never played the dungeon tutorial.
Dude, I want
Pretty
dungeon so bad. I'm
basic
so
from what I
mad, man.
remember.
You
But
can have one of my accounts. I
there's
rolled around
not
2 or 3
too
of them.
much extra
I'm too
to
deep.
save the dungeon. I don't think she really needs much swap cancelling at all. She can't really do it.
No, dungeon is a
But-
really... Dungeon by
It's
itself
triple,
is relatively easy to play.
Yeah.
I think
It's
only...
HP reduction that makes her hard.
Yeah, exactly. So it's basically just literally never get hit even once. So that is what makes her difficult. With other characters, I mean, the problem again in the CBT was mostly, well, the problem was simply there has been, like, nobody has been at a level with good enough equipment to not be one shot.
Yeah.
I think if you're actually at endgame stats, it's fine.
Bring attention to a question the person had about Dungeon earlier. I kind of answered it, but it was an interesting question. It said, how, if I'm a casual player, should I play Dungeon on the overworld? And my suggestion was just play female MC, or MC. At that point, the damage isn't that much different. It's effort.
What if he's a waifu enjoyer for dungeon?
Yeah, I mean, if you
well,
just like
hey.
dungeon, then you would probably play dungeon.
Yeah, then just play Dungeon. But like,
Okay, I will say, like
yeah, Rover.
I'm not like a, I don't have dungeon right now, though I do want to play her. But speaking as someone that like wanted to play Jean so fucking badly in Genshin Impact, and then I got Hu Tao, and that was like my main DPS, so I was like kind of upset. And I know that they don't relate at all to each other, but I was really upset. Dude, the anxiety of playing or going from a character that was supposed to like heal herself in the form of Jean, and then picking Hu Tao, who stays at 1% health the whole time, and you have like Barbara's passive like randomly heal her up because it looks like she's about to die, is an extremely unsettling and an uncomfortable experience. And like, to be honest with you, I'm not sure what about Danjin you specifically enjoy. Guy in chat, that's what I'm gonna call you. Sorry, guy in chat. Anyways, like
Guy in chat.
It's gonna suck, but like you kind of have to accept that, like, dude, you better have like a railing fetish, because your waifu is gonna die a lot if you like her specifically for that. If you like the berserker playstyle, I would almost say that you can't play her casually, because like that kind of goes against like the idea behind like being a berserker. Unless if you're okay with dying.
Subscribe to being a berserker.
Yeah,
Push
I mean,
content hard enough, and everyone's a berserker, really.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so I mean, technically speaking, like if you're willing to say like if you're willing to play the berserker playstyle and that's why you like her, then like I think at the same time it would be worth it to try and understand how the bosses and shit work so that you can actually play her as a berserker. But I also just think that like if you're gonna play her casually, just accept that you die. Like, just accept that you die, and or, you know, farm so much food that when you are like in trouble, you can like spam a piece of food, and then don't care about how her actual kit works. Just understand that she does damage with these skills, and heal your waifu up when she's about to die, and waste all of the food on her. Like, that's about as good as you'll get in terms of griefing yourself, but still playing Danjin and not feeling like your waifu's gonna die every 2 seconds. But it is by far the most grief experience possibly sounding. And the only reason I know that is because I used to play like max health HP Hu Tao, because I hated being at low health. Which is fucking stupid, by the way. Don't let anyone ever convince you into doing that. But I just really did not like seeing Hu Tao at low health.
No, these days you can. It's called Farina moment.
Yeah, I'm so far disconnected. I don't even know what the fuck that means. But yeah, like
That's fair.
It's called shove healers on Hu Tao, because of she does like 40% of the team's damage, and you don't care about her damage.
She's like unironically like one of the most like scary characters to fucking play though. Hu Tao, that is. Like I'm not fucking down with it, bro.
You have to make 2 teams. You could always just set her up for your second team if it's hard. Like so you don't have to commit to her if you say, okay, this turns out this isn't quite what I like. But you know, if she's cute, do it. Figure it out.
Hey, Rivenous, real quick.
Make your decisions.
What What do I do?
As long as
Is
it's not
this like
Alta.
high-gated or
What?
like this perspective vendor thing? But then there's waterfall that says like return at a later time.
Man, you ask me stuff I don't know. I know everything.
This is like a map thing.
Oh, okay. Well, then I do, I guess.
That should be in your spreadsheet.
Oh yeah, true. I know everything without missing.
Every question that like we could conceivably ask, it should be like the Book of Babel.
Because it's just like this random waterfall, and I can't get to this wave.
It's random
whatever it is.
waterfall.
No, the
So,
random
yeah,
waterfall
we know
is
about it
small. So it's just like,
How?
If you play Dungeon, you will probably be better than the average player by necessity.
Yes.
Yep.
Because, well, you're kind of forced to be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can be skillish and play Dungeon, but, like, at that point, is that still playing Dungeon?
Probably picked the wrong character.
Yes.
True.
Like,
Question is,
you
what do
just
I do
sort of-
with my sleep rhythm now?
Do with your sleep rhythm.
What sleep?
Yeah, the problem is I'm invited to a birthday on Saturday, so I have to get up early. By early, I mean 10 a.m. The problem is if I go to sleep at like 4 p.m., I will wake up at midnight. I guess I could try to do that.
Let me tell you, there's a very good solution. It's called caffeine.
Yeah, I'm immune against that, unfortunately.
Oh.
I consume too much of that.
When I
Working
travel,
in IT, you know, working in IT, like 10 coffees a day is the usual. Thanks for the follow, Water. Oh, and
Fury boils, as you wish.
sorry if I miss you guys. Busy having discussions.
Let's do this
when
another
I
way.
travel, I just force myself to go whenever. I find that just adjusting when you eat is one of the best ways to sort of fix your rhythm. And I would say it takes about a day or night
You're wide
per
open.
hour you want to fix your sleep
Now.
schedule. Give or take.
What, a day and?
So every day, for every hour that you're trying to adjust your sleep schedule, it will take about one night of sleep to like fully fix your rhythm. That's my experience.
I have 1 day now left to adjust that. We have Thursday
Just
already.
give a night of sleep. That's your only shot.
Yeah, basically. So I'm just thinking to just go to bed more or less normally today, I guess. So, I mean, no, go to bed at usual times is an understatement. Go to bed at like
Thursday for you?
yeah, it's Thursday. Right.
Well, you're affected by like 2 nights of sleep ago, more than 1. So just try and get a good night's sleep now and deal with
No,
that.
I think I will stay awake now till. Oh man, it's difficult. The problem is if I sleep now, my sleep schedule will be completely fucked. If I stay awake now till like 2 or 3 p.m., I think I'm fine. Because then I can go to sleep, get up at midnight, and then just stay awake for like 22 hours. Then I can go to
Have
sleep
any of you
at, like,
guys
10
done
p.m.
this? Have any of you guys done this fucking puzzle? It's the
Is there a YouTube video for it or something? Look it up.
yeah. Day one on God.
Stream it on Discord.
I posted it in there.
That puzzle.
Ada, do you know the changes to Jianxing and Ling Yang and they said from CBT2? Note, I don't know exactly what they did. Maybe later I can help.
What was the question, sorry?
The changes to Jianxing and Ling Yang.
Oh, I see. Wait, no.
I can double check in a minute. Although I'm not sure what specifically off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, they adjusted some numbers as far as I know, but I'm not sure.
I don't think there were drastic changes.
I don't think so either. Like, it hasn't been much, I guess. I wouldn't be able to answer you that.
A lot of my opinions are formed like on the 1.0 performance rather than CBT2.
Yeah, basically. I don't know CBT2, but I mean, I only know CBT2. But maybe Leifa can help a second there.
Let's put it this way: if you don't want to think too hard, and if you go to the Pride Win tier list, it's pretty close. It's.
I think the only thing I would disagree with on that is Yang Yang's placement.
Yes. Damn.
Yeah.
But it's pretty accurate.
Well.
What's your Yang placement? Your personal?
Let me load up Pride Win real quick.
They have
What was the reasoning for you guys placing?
Oh, they changed. They changed.
Okay. Yeah, they put both her and Jianshin up one.
I would lower Alto. I don't think he's great. Jianshin, fair enough. Yeah.
Alto has some pretty insane outro because it's deep. Cannot forget that. So,
that's true.
Actually, on Jian, Alto gives more damage than Mortarfy. Just purely looking at.
Would it be better for you to have? Wait, can you wait? Oh.
Okay, nice. Yang Yang then moved up. Alto then moved up.
Alright, everyone. I'm probably gonna go to sleep. So, hope you all have a good one. I'm gonna end this stream here. Have a good night. Hopefully everyone else is having fun with the Wuthering leads too. Yeah.